just being hilarious.
Yeah.
And wrote like Fredo and Big K.
Yeah.
You know?
K is the best.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me just wait until this.
We're live at Ruin Your Day headquarters. Some of the cast of Bodied in the building. Hey.
Shout out Joseph Kahn.
YouTube.com/Ruin Your Day. We're going live.
Okay.
Going live. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
All right, we're live.
We're live. Yeah. Live in the building.
Just wait until some people get in there.
Okay, let's just take over the show today.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
Let's do this.
Let's go. All right, what's up, guys? So we have a very, very special episode to watch for y'all today. We have the cast of Bodied in the house, full cast. So we got Kid Twist, the writer himself, CALUM. You played the lead role, correct? In the movie?
Yeah. Jackie and I kind of like the two like, leads of the movie.
You guys are the leads?
Get that shit right, man.
Shared lead. Shared lead. Word. And ILLMAC also has a cameo in the movie as well. So everybody's in the film. So let's talk about how the film was transpired. So you wrote the film, obviously.
Yeah, so it's interesting because a lot of people think, like, you know, I was working on this script behind the scenes for years or whatever, but that's actually not the case at all. It was Joseph Kahn being a fan of battle rap, and so he knows the whole scene super well. Like, he knows everyone, even like the people who are in the movie, like. The specific cameo that ILLMAC has and stuff like that was all Joseph's specific idea because he knows who everyone is.
Yeah. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
Fuck with him.
Yeah. So he just was like, he just done a bunch of Taylor Swift videos. This is back in 2015. He'd done like that Power Rangers short film that Madness is in.
Yeah.
And so he just like, he kind of had all this buzz and he was like, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna make a movie I want to make. So he wasn't even thinking of battle rap at the time. He was looking for a writer, and he just sent me this message on Twitter that was like, "Hey, do you write movie scripts?" Like I can show you the DM. Like it's literally what it says.
And make a shirt.
Yeah, totally.
Like that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I posted the screenshot on my Twitter once. So you can find that. But but he literally just said, "Do you write movie scripts? Here's my email." So I like emailed him, and we just started talking back and forth. And just because, obviously, battle rap is the connection, we started talking about battle rap. And he's like, you know, I always kind of wanted to make a battle rap movie. Let's write a script. And, you know, I'm not... Like, I wrote some scripts in university when I was doing my degree and stuff like that, but I haven't seriously written a movie script before. So he was kind of like, all right, you know, we'll co-write it and stuff because it's your first time. I'm like, yeah, of course. I want to learn the ropes.
Yeah.
And then, so we talked out this whole story, which is actually really similar to like what the story ended up being in the movie. And I wrote like the first 10 pages of it just to get a start, and I sent it to him, and he's like, all right, we don't need to co-write this, you write the whole fucking movie.
Oh, wow.
Like, he just loved it so
That's
much.
amazing.
So
That's
it was
really
really cool.
Hell yeah.
It is based on you loosely, right?
I mean, it's obviously from the casting, it's like very much
That's what I
based
always
on like
was
my
curious
archetype. It's
for.
not like it's not based on my real life. Like the things
of
in the
course.
movie aren't things that really happen to me, but it's clearly based on like what my archetype is and kind of who I am in the battle scene.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So that perspective.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. I mean, like, dude, I'm so happy with the success it's gotten, like all the fan awards.
Thank you,
Like,
man. Yeah.
you know, like every battle rap movie that's been made, I'm super hesitant about it because of like just being authentic, and it always toes the line of being fucking corny, you know?
Right.
And I feel like I'm so happy that this is like, I'm so excited to see this, you know? Like, not even like for like the movie, just like to see the cameos. Like, you literally got fucking everybody under the umbrella of battle rap, like Smack, Lux, Hollow, fucking Pat Stay, Arsenal, Iron Solomon, Head Ice. It's like crazy.
And the thing is, when you see, like as a battle fan, when you see the cameos, they're so perfect. And that was all fucking Joseph's idea. Like when he was like, yeah, we should have battle rappers and cameos. I'm like, yeah, of course. And he's like, oh, who do you think for this? Who do you think for that? So I had certain ideas, but then he would come up with something completely different, and I'd be like, holy shit, like, of course we have to put that person in that little cameo.
That's
like,
crazy.
it just works perfectly.
So when you were shooting it, he was like, okay, we need a cameo for this guy, like, on set, or like, you know, it wasn't in the script, right?
No, exactly. It wasn't in the script. The the only roles where like we pretty much knew who was gonna play it was Disaster and Dumbfounded. Which like when you see the movie, you're like, okay, obviously no one else was ever gonna play these roles. You know what I mean?
What roles do they play in the movie?
So Disaster is kind of like the main villain character.
Yeah,
of course. And then obviously like and especially with the perspective that Joseph is coming from as a Korean American guy, he's really interested in kind of like that perspective on race in battle rap, as an Asian dude.
Yeah.
So of course, we had to get Dumbfounded for that role. Like no one else could have, captured that perspective in it. So.
And he kills it.
Yeah, Dumbfounded is
so good.
He's so good. Yeah, and both Dumbfounded and Disaster, like as much as they're in a way playing themselves or playing characters based on them, their acting is so good. Like,
it's
next level.
If you didn't know them as battle rappers, you're gonna think that they're actors.
Yeah,
I swear.
Yeah.
You don't know them
I'm curious about your guys' perspectives on interacting with all the battle rappers on set because your profession is acting, so it's like playing battle rappers in a film and then seeing battle rappers play actors. What was that experience like?
They gave us help, man. We was lucky.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Like, we have a writer who wrote the fucking movie. And they were so not, I wouldn't say hard on us, but they want us to be so like them, like meaning to understand what we do and how we do it. So it was a lot of work. Like I remember rehearsing with him and his wife, and it was like really like boot camp, but his wife don't fucking play. Like she made sure that I got
with your chest.
Every word right. Like she made sure like you're gonna say this, do it. And I thank your wife for that. She don't know. I thank your wife because it makes me understand what we're talking about, how to do a rebuttal, the metaphors and all that stuff. And this dude is a cold ass writer, man. Like the stuff that he make us say that we have to speak, and it's like we make it come to life. It's believable. Like and the stuff that Joseph Kahn adds to it when we rapping, like he got this special effect shit that he's doing. It's like I don't know, man. It's amazing. It was a lot of work, and thank God that we had help from real battle rappers to let us know like if we was good or bad. Like dude, that shit was terrible, Jackie. But they was really on point with us. And the same, I know we probably helped them with their acting if they asked questions, because I know Arsenal asked me some questions. He was nervous. He didn't have nothing to say really. He was just nervous. I was like, just be cool.
I love that day with Loaded Lux and Hollow.
Amazing.
When we had to do like this like rap scene with them, and it was cool because they were like giving us advice on the rap, and we were giving them advice on acting. Yeah, and it was really cool. It's kind of like
dope.
It's almost like doing a movie about real people, but having the real people on set every day with you, which never happens.
Yeah.
It's like doing a World War II movie and having all the soldiers every day helping you. You're like, shit. What are you doing? You're like, oh, this is gonna be authentic.
Yeah, that's true.
And we had the top of the best in the world, not just to be talking bullshit. The best battle rappers in the world to vouch for us, to say like, oh, like they hired the wrong motherfucker. We never heard that.
No.
After we seen the movie came out, Disaster, say, man, y'all, I respect what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? And like vice versa, I say, man, I respect what y'all do because what y'all do is fucking amazing. You know what I'm saying? He tells me like, man, you made that feel so heartwarming at the end when you taking all that shit about you. I don't want to tell too much about the movie.
No spoilers.
So, but I thank God for even having this type of movie where you had the opportunity to work with professional battle rappers too, who can vouch for you to say, nah, this movie's dope. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like just some whack ass shit, they had some whack ass actors. They was terrible. This motherfucker. Hey, listen. If I don't ever work with this man again and never meet him again, I thank God for giving me the opportunity,
we worked our asses off together too. Like every day that we weren't working, we would hang out after we finished filming. We hang out at his place and just like go over everything. Which was awesome because we became friends through the process, which is awesome.
Your shoot schedule was insane because the reason why I knew it was all like 12-hour days through the night.
Every day was a 12-hour day. That was like the shortest day was 12 hours because we ended up doing like some 14 and whatever when you have to start paying overtime and all that.
But I think when you got off of work, you were still not off.
Because
we literally had to go home, ask him,
and
practice the lines, the words. So we had to go home, study for maybe 2 hours, get a sleep for maybe 2.5 hours, if that or hour, and go right back. And you doing all this dialogue, which was a lot. His wife will tell you.
we got kicked out of the trailer at one point because they were like, "We got to close up," but they're like, "We can't have the security guards stay around waiting for you guys."
Real talk.
What's amazing though about what Alex did is that he wrote from the perspective of all the different battlers as well. So when he wrote the battles, it wasn't just a rap that he thought would be cool is what that character thinks is cool, which I don't understand how he did that.
Well, I'm just glad
the perspective like
pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we got Dumbfounded and Diz and Lux and Hollow, and that they like rewrote all their own stuff, because I felt like so I ended up writing for 3 characters. I'm like, okay, that I can handle, but like when you start getting all those other perspectives, I felt like maybe some of the other stuff was shaky.
So they reworked a lot of their
they rewrote their own stuff.
Their raps, that's what you're talking about, right?
Their raps.
So did Diz like I know the thing in the trailer with Diz's thing where like
he wrote that. Yeah,
okay,
that's
that
all. I mean, there's no way I should write that. Actually, it's hilarious. This is a fucking funny story.
No controlling
Shut the fuck up.
It's the best.
So good. In the script though, like because we knew who these characters were going to be based on and everything, but the actual material in the battles is so important to the story and so like integral to the rest of the script. So I didn't want to just like leave blank spaces and be like, okay, Disaster's going to write something here. So I did write verses for all those parts, but just thinking probably he would rewrite it because we know we want to cast Disaster.
Yeah.
And then when we sent it to him, it was so funny. So right,
it's like,
I'm gonna rewrite it.
Sorry?
I said that probably had to be kind of hard because they all professionals just like you.
No, exactly.
And
I'm trying to like
fuck that shit. This was just shit.
No, it's so funny because Disaster.
We battled like
Disaster.
Dumb.
Yeah,
like,
that's
we
right.
battled.
But Disaster called me when he got the script, and he was like, Twist, I respect what you did so much, because he's like, I see that you tried to write it in the Disaster style, and you actually did a really good job.
That's dope.
I'm gonna rewrite it all because my shit will be way better. But I respect what you did.
That's so funny. God, you tried. I see that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write it.
But we actually didn't end up using this verse in the movie. We used a different verse instead, which I think was the right decision. But there's a verse where he took like 50% of my stuff and put in 50% of his stuff. And it's like the craziest fucking like mind meld verse you've ever heard. So that Disaster will rap that verse like, I don't know,
in his next battle,
ruin your day or something. I don't know.
I think there been a trailer like that too. That's I don't know. That was smart to do that.
Yeah.
Because everybody was actually, oh, the white boy finna go back and get him.
Nope. It's like, no, that's his only part in the whole movie.
But he killed it. He's so good.
Yeah,
that guy was awesome.
That shit was
the way it ends
white
too.
boy name?
Yeah.
The one
I was about to drink and I was like,
Daniel is
he was good too, like his facial expressions. That shit, that trailer was dope. Yeah, you want to see, of course you might see another one of the other ones, but to start off to get some attention, shut the fuck up the first line. Like, that's unbelievable. What? Shut the fuck up.
Makes a statement.
And Diz was awesome. There was one day that we spent the whole day together. I got to his place at like 10 a.m. I didn't leave until like 9.
Congrats.
It was so
I
fun.
survived the day with
That's
Disaster.
when he was bigger, huh? When he was
As a support group.
His shirt.
He's
always
skinny
great.
now. He's all in shape now.
But he had me over and we just went over a lot of my raps and it was really cool getting his perspective on things. And then I just kind of had like a day in the life of Diz and it was amazing.
Oh yeah.
It was cool and
Behind the scenes.
we bonded really, really fast.
So he's cooler than me. That's
We
what
went.
you're saying.
I'm not trying to put it up. I'm just saying. Disney actually went suit shopping before TIFF.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was giving you style.
Wait, he went
You went,
y'all went
yeah.
shoe shopping for Tiff?
Don't
Yeah.
take style advice from Disney.
That's some shit that
Only if you're going to Dubai or something.
Yeah. Going back 10 years.
Yeah.
So what was you guys'
dollar regenerating emergency
dollar
only
shirt?
shirt?
Oh my god.
There's a
Jesus.
battle we've like watched and like the whole, it was like me and Kay, right?
Yeah.
It was out at an event in Toronto and the whole, we weren't even watching the battle, like we're just watching Diz in the background and roasting his shirt the whole time.
Yeah,
Because
dollar,
it was a like quarter turtleneck t-shirt with a patent leather dollar bill like ingrained in the shirt. Like,
Did we talk
and we're
about
just
why
roasting it like the whole
he
time?
looks like there's stuff under there? Did we ever talk about that? Because he had a bulletproof vest on.
Yeah, of course he did.
Oh, no,
Of course
why?
he did.
At a
Yeah.
grind time event, like
Oh,
that's a long time ago.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I heard a
incredible.
story about him like pulling a comes on after like choking. It might just be myth, you know. I don't have any, but like after the battle with Locke, like, what the fuck did you say? Like to some fan who may or may not have been even talking shit about it, and then like apologizing and like walking away. Yeah. So perfect villain casting.
Yeah, exactly. Casting on Joseph Cohn's part. Yeah. So what I wanted to ask you guys was what your understanding of battle rap was before you were casting the film. Like when you were cast, were you like, okay, battle rap, like, and you pulled up like a first video, like what was your impression of it?
I was aware of it because I had some friends that were into it, so I was really aware of the scene. I wasn't as a diehard fan as I am now, but I was definitely aware of it because I think like my generation's rap is huge, and of course battle rap is right in there with it. So so I was aware of it, and so when I was watching the videos, it really got me excited and stoked for it.
Who stood out to you? Like I know we were talking off cam. Like who did you research for the film?
Well, you gave me some good people to look out for. I watched a lot of Kid Twist, obviously. Roan, Cheddar Cheese. Those were, I'd say, the three that like my character's raps were like based on. Like that's who like kind of the style and stuff like that.
And actually, a cool thing is, Roan had a little cameo in there too. Nice. So he was down for a little bit. And Caleb and I actually went over to the place where Roan was staying. So it was like the three of us, like the three fucking tall, skinny white boys in a room, just like collaborating on these verses for the movie.
Nice.
Yeah, it's funny when I see the movie now and I see some of the battles we did later on the shoot schedule. I can still hear you guys telling me like, oh, say it like this, say it like that, the inflection there.
That's tight. That's tight.
Yeah.
And I want to talk to you really fast. You went to the URL event yesterday, right?
Yes.
Or 2 days ago. What was your impression of it? That was your first battle event going to
Traffic 3.
I seen
Traffic
the
3,
fucking movie Body. I seen it live in action.
Yeah.
And I seen everything that goes down in the movie. I seen it on stage. Yeah. And I seen it in real life, so it made me feel like I've done movies before, and you, as an actor, you would know like that's some bullshit. Why the fuck did I do this movie? Like real shit, you'll know that feeling. You know what I'm saying? You'll know if you work with somebody and you like this some bullshit. But I actually got my first experience to really see some real shit. Like I only knew about battle rapping. I got a cousin named 12. He'd be happy I just mentioned his name. But I got a cousin 12 that really put me on to the battle world before. Like you always knew people battle rap, but I always thought battle rappers was like doing battle rap to rap.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was literally
thing.
like it was a thing of strictly just battle rap and they score and you do stuff off of this. So my cousin watched battle rap so much, he said, Jack, they be talking about you on battle rap. I said, get the fuck out of here. Like real shit. This is some shit I'm gonna show you guys. Some dude.
Oh, Red?
I don't know him.
Yeah, Red.
Listen what he said. I don't know the motherfucker. But my cousin sent me this.
That's dope.
And the day he sent me that, I said, okay, if they respected me, what I do for a living, I have to. My cousin really into this shit. I didn't even know battle rap had fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah.
He put me on to all this shit.
You do the first battle rap pay-per-view?
No.
He puts. I didn't know they do pay-per-view. I didn't know none of this shit. So he started telling me about like who's the top battle rappers in the world, like all this, and then it was crazy for me to do a fucking movie.
Yeah, you met all of them pretty
with
much.
Every battle rapper
full
that
circle
for years or throughout the years he's been telling me about, and I used to look at it no disrespect, like I didn't know about battle rap. I wasn't into it. So when he talk about it, sometimes I'll be like, whatever.
Right.
He showed me this shit one day. I said, wow, that's fucking crazy. Yeah. Like they doing battle rap saying my name and it's like, okay, what the fuck? The only movie I ever seen battle rap was 8 Mile.
Yeah, of course.
So I was like, that wasn't really a battle rap movie to me because it had beat to it and music.
Yeah.
This is it's acapella. It's fucking
changed. It's changed really different.
And I never seen something so strong in my life where the audience is at attention. Like they're like you can tell them suck your dick. They'll probably suck your dick because they so into what you said. Like come here and suck my dick. Watch me hit this nigga with the clip. You'll be like, what? Okay.
My girl went to a event with me recently, which she's been to a couple, but it's the one in New York. Yeah, and she was like, she's like, I love watching you battle. I love watching battles now, but she was never into it before. It's definitely a thing where similar to where she just got sucked into every time I'm performing or like preparing for a battle. She's just subject to watching battles because she's there, you know.
Why do you even bring your girl? Like, no, I'm saying for.
I used to never do it, but
I'm saying for safe reasons. Because you're up there, a motherfucker.
That's my bodyguard.
But what I'm saying,
back first.
it's dudes that don't know your girl, might know your girl, and be like, I fucked your bitch, and saying all this shit. Like, I couldn't bring my girl to that. Because she'll make you like, why you didn't say nothing back? It's like.
But what she was saying was that, like, while, watching you is good. She's like, but my favorite part about it is watching everybody else in the crowd's reaction. She's like, there'll be a ton of people that look like just like super hard body and stuff. And she's like, and seeing the genuine joy in them, like, you know what I mean? Like being so happy when a battle rapper, like, oh, like with joy. She's like, there's something about that that's super magical.
You know? I asked Diz the other night. I said, where your girl at? He said, I'm gonna bring my girl to this shit.
Yeah, that's funny.
One of these motherfuckers say something about me.
As guys from the movie, we probably know like way more about Diz's actual life than like anybody in battle ever would. You know what I mean?
Diz said he don't bring his girl.
No.
He said he has to kill somebody. He literally said I will have to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Like, if they say anything about my girl, I'm the only one calling her bitch. Nobody else calling her bitch around here. I'm doing that.
Well, it's also like my bad. But it's also like a thing like. For me, the main reason it used to be the case is like, because obviously I'm not gonna have her just all up in the mix anyway.
Right.
There's been some events where like even my ex or like they've been kind of there, but off hanging out with the homie or whatever.
Right.
But there is that element of why I used to be more so like I don't want, because when that line is said and they're in the building, there's a slight like focus shift. You know, you're always partially listening to your opponent, maybe thinking of rebuttals, thinking of, and you're in this zone. But then like if it says something that's like, oh, she's
look
like,
at the reaction.
what's her gonna be like? And this, I never wanted my focus to deter. But now it's like I'm like at a point where it just doesn't matter. You know
you're solid enough in the relationship. You're like,
exactly.
She's good.
And exactly. And But what were you?
I was gonna say that battle rappers are super secretive, so like knowing a lot about Disaster's life. And the funniest thing,
I wouldn't say I know a lot. I just
like
now I know so
more.
And I've known him for like 10
his
years,
fucking
right?
first name, right?
Yeah, I do.
So and that's more than a lot of people. At the URL event, it was so fucking hilarious. There was a documentary being filmed at the time, and T-Top was like needing to sign a release paper, and he straight up said no. He's like, I don't sign anything with my government on it.
No one would guess. I think no one would guess that Disaster's first name's Skeeter. Like,
I know.
That kind of blew my mind.
Skeeter the leader, man.
It kind of blew my mind too when I first said it. But it makes sense.
It makes sense when you see him.
Yeah.
Skeeter, the dog villain,
His cousin.
Yeah. All right, so we're here to watch some battles.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to watch?
Watch our cast members, man. Let me see. Let me see my cast members against each other. Let's see some Disaster, some Hollow the Dunn. Let's see some Big
Twist and Dumb.
Let's see some Pat Stay. Let's hear some Conceited.
Again. I already broke
I don't want to see that again.
So
you won that battle though.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't want to watch my old work.
Dumb and
you know what I
Diz
mean?
could be sick.
Yeah, that's a King of the Dot battle though.
So.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to watch
They
I
won't
was
get
saying
mad.
like more like grind time is like shorter, you know.
Older.
Jackie's white voice is unparalleled, by the way. If you heard him making fun of me just now.
I mean, we could watch like rounds too that were really good. Like Diz's first against DNA. That's like his best. Are you familiar with that battle?
Seen that one,
Okay, cool. That's like his best fucking round ever. So
that's the one in the traffic jam in the living room. I love that round.
Yeah, we could watch that. We could watch. We've already watched Dumbfounded versus Tantrum. I mean, we could watch it again.
Was Tantrum in the movie?
No. But that's like Dumbfounded's like best. Like that's like what made him break out.
Yeah, have you guys ever seen that? Dumbfounded,
kind of the first like viral.
Let's see Dumbfounded.
Let's watch it. I don't know.
If you guys haven't seen that battle, you should watch.
Let's watch it.
They said let's watch Kid Twist versus Asha.
Alright. Versus O'Shea?
Yeah, O'Shea. I think they say
that one's alright.
Kid Twist.
Is that out in London?
Yeah, in London.
Yeah, they want it. I'm reading them, y'all, because they said don't pay y'all shit attention. I said, fuck that.
No,
I'm going to look.
Oh, Hollow versus Big T. That's not a bad idea, too, from back in the day.
Versus
I
Big
just watched that with Enes.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
I was on
Hollow
Philly Tuesday.
Who else? Give us some more. Let's see.
All of Hollow's battles are great. We haven't watched Hollow versus Goods. We haven't watched Hollow versus...
Okay. Because you try to watch older battles mostly, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Disaster
cool
versus
Nakando.
Right. What's his name?
No Can Do.
No Can Do.
Yeah.
That's his name. What the fuck?
Oh, No Can is in the movie too. He has a little cameo.
Yeah.
Staple.
Yeah.
There was this old post on some rap forum where it's like when I was super young, and it was like basically someone brought it up years ago, and it was like me just being like, man, I just want to travel and be like Awkwards and No Can Do and Bo Rat, like because it was before I knew them and before YouTube when it was like up on mcbattles.com. It's like, oh yeah, those are my peers.
That's
now.
crazy. Well, and it's a cycle, right? Because then I watched fucking you win Scribble Jam, and those are some of the first battles I ever watched.
Crazy.
And it's like that's what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? And then watch you with Thesaurus, and then met you guys.
I still remember the first battle I saw of yours, and you were like, "Yeah, this is my first battle, guys. Be nice, you know."
Yeah, because I actually filmed my first battle ever and posted it on rapmusic.com.
That's where that post was that I was talking about too. Yeah. And it's wild how everything comes full circle. You know? Rapmusic.com. Especially before YouTube, that's where you want to go.
That's why I'm here.
Rapmusic.com for sure. But that's when you used to have your hair longer too, huh? Right?
No, my hair has been through many phases. That was when I had the point at the front.
Oh yeah, the Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, women's shoes on, watching the strip club, trying to get his groove on. That's what you said.
The beard didn't have the beard or nothing.
Still got it.
Yeah.
Tell us about Alex Twist, y'all. Tell us about Twist. Fuck that. Tell us about him.
Okay, so we can watch. I think Tantrum Dumbfound is a good battle.
Yeah,
even though we watched it before, it's still a dope
battle.
battle.
You've seen it before?
Yeah, we have, but it's fun. We can rewatch it. But there's plenty of other ones we can watch.
Let's watch some we haven't seen then.
Okay.
That you haven't seen.
This DNA's first.
Yeah, we can do that. That's a fucking really good
battle.
Let's watch that.
Okay.
Yeah. Me and Avo.
We can talk about how that battle sucks. No, the first round's really good.
Fuck you. Me and Avo have gotten into such heated arguments about this battle on here.
Fist fought.
Yeah. Nah, I'm like, it's an iconic battle. Like, it's, you know.
Fun too.
Just restating my point.
We should watch Arsenal versus Disaster, but the first one. Because Arsenal's in the movie too.
From MLB, right?
Don't spoil it for them though.
Don't spoil it. Yeah. All right, so
that would be tight.
You guys need to put headphones on. Let me know if the volume's straight.
Yeah, these are the volume controls.
Somebody left their wax in there.
It's Tay-Rock. Don't blame it, Tay-Rock.
Get it out.
All right. I'm just going. I don't even care.
Yeah, well, you white.
All right, Craig, you got to be control master.
Yeah.
So, okay, a little bit of background on this battle. You were there.
Yeah.
You were there at this event.
Yeah.
Alex, were you here?
It was when I met.
I actually wasn't there. I can't remember what happened. I don't know why I wasn't because it was in Toronto. But yeah, for some reason I wasn't there.
Word. So.
Whoa.
How often does that happen on watch?
A lot. It happens a lot, dude. Frack,
not with me.
Fucking Frack is on, he spills a fucking beer. But so Flatline won. This battle, they had like a grudge for a really fucking long time, right?
It was super hyped up.
He was always, Diz is like that person that when there's a matchup coming or he'll just destroy you nonstop on social media, Instagram. Like he was doing the DNA impressions on Instagram and like posting them all the time. Like he was just destroying DNA's life.
You know what's funny is I remember
this.
Like DNA, like because blogs weren't like that big at the time too. So this is one of the first matches that had that kind of promotion behind it.
Yeah.
And DNA did a blog where he was actually like really mad about this shit, or at least that's how it came across. That he was genuinely really angry about the stuff Disaster had been doing. And he was just like, fuck it, all the talking stops this date. But it was real. That's how it came across.
It had that element of drama leading up to it for sure. And of course, Drake showed up for this battle, was standing right in the mix, and like, you know, made it a point. I think, didn't he like put up bread if they had it judged for like a winner or something like that too?
Yeah, there was like some discrepancy with that.
Yeah.
Twist versus Dumbfound.
He definitely he was in the building, which was crazy for battle rap at the time, you know?
I am your host, Organic. You can follow us on Twitter at King of the Dot, at Organic Hip Hop. I got a very special co-host with me.
It's actually crazy how they did it because he, they let him into, like, they hadn't announced it or anything because the whole venue would get swarmed if people knew Drake was there.
Right.
So they, like, snuck him into the venue, shut the whole venue down, and then announced that Drake was there. But, like, had already shut the venue down before the announcement so people couldn't swarm the venue. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I seen him sneak in the VIP.
Yeah.
I was in VIP, like, going over bars or something, and, like, seeing him come in the side door. I was like, what? Like, yeah, it was crazy.
Man, Drizzy
Dub Turbo, you want an easy way to meet beats? Go to dubturbo.com. I'm sick as fuck. Gully the Kid, Saugus City, all motherfuckers.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all because I got so much love for y'all people right now. I can't feel my face right now. My Kingdom Muerte Everybody Records. Shout out to Young Money, Cash Money, billionaires, trillionaires. Field 3.
Theology3.com. I support this shit all day. Organic.
That being said, from Los Angeles, California, rapper to my right, introduce yourself. I'm in Canada!
Right now.
I remember that specifically because the dude in the front, like when you see the camera go high, he had like a GoPro on a broomstick. No lie, like that low angle, it was like a GoPro, and I was like,
dude, during this
where's
battle, the director told Diz to move. He's like, can you move so I can get a better shot of DNA rapping to you?
Wow. What?
And Diz is like, get the fuck away from me. You know, like,
yeah, like, what the fuck?
Somebody said they fucking can't hear us.
Yeah.
Oh, turn down the battle.
Time flies loud.
See, I'm paying attention.
The prime time crowd.
I'm paying attention to
that would have been way better if that had actually been
the See, I got y'all. Is this one mine? Which one is mine?
There's not really mics, it's just the headphones.
Yeah, I mean the mics are fine. It's just the battle was way louder.
We got these headphones from 7-Eleven.
We turn the headphones down, you're good.
Shouts out to Reese, shouts out to all the homies back home, you know what I'm saying? My boys, Nice Style, Legendary Clothing, everybody, King of the Dollars, get it fucking poppin', you know?
There's always a character in the crowd.
Shouts out to Roscoe Heedy, too. All the way from New York City, represent Smack URL, rapper to my left, introduce yourself.
Burn up this motherfucker.
Yes, let's go.
DNA style, he should never.
I like that the shirt.
This is like the next level of the URL attributes thing. It's like you're actually showing his anatomy, like heart.
Aggression.
Ribs.
Joseph didn't do that.
We need to send this to Joseph.
I'm surprised he didn't do that shit.
This inspired K. Shine's round against DNA. He like had the lab suit on and was like pointing.
Let's go.
Rounds are 3-minute rounds with the capacity, the max limit 4 minutes. The third round is unlimited. You know what I'm saying?
That's the GoPro.
DNA won the coin toss. It is 4 minutes on Disaster Toronto. Hold it down, Canada with the hold it down.
Seriously, no tolerance for talking during this battle. You will be thrown out. Straight out. So
destroyed by me.
Exactly.
Been destroyed by me. My bad.
Please.
I'll take yours up.
Y'all ready? You American faggot! Now after all the talk about how you would show up and never back out, Drake...
Yeah, like grind time. He had the biggest, like, vendetta with Canada in grind time.
Yeah,
like.
so that's why it was so funny when he became, like, the star in Canada and started coming to Toronto all the time to battle.
Yeah, it was like he always does that though. Like he had a battle leading up to Swave Seva, like where that was like an intense environment because leading up he's just like fuck New York.
Yeah, that's right.
And like just going, he'll turn like a whole country or state against him prior to going there and battling.
After all the talk,
Please be quiet. Please.
y'all ready? You American faggot! Now after all the talk about how you would show up and never back out, Drake offered to put 3 grand on this battle to judge it, and you fucking backed out.
Yes, that was the stipulation.
Yeah, you little fucking pussy. I'm in front of DNA. Wow, no fucking way. This gotta be my lucky day. I'm about to tie him to a leash in case he tries to fucking run away. Yeah, the problem with you kids is that you lack respect.
So, okay, that might not be that big of a deal, but when that light went off, most people, and this is
like,
why
hey,
Diz is fucking
up.
so great, and that's also what happened in his battle with Arsenal. He just keeps rapping. Most people would be like, why'd that light shut off? Like, is everything good, you know? But he just keeps fucking going.
Yeah,
he's like, he's in the zone.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done personally, for sure.
Yeah, it throws you off.
Yeah, I mean, recently when I did the battle in the Battle of the Zay, the like air conditioning comes off or comes on, and it's like right above us, like, and we're all like, what? And we all stopped. Same thing. Like I was like, wait, what? I rebutted off it, but like Diz would have just kept going, like he's in his ethereal state.
In case he tries to fucking run away. Yeah, the problem with you kids is that you lack respect. But fuck me over on money right now and try to run out and I'ma snap your neck. As people know that backing out of battles is not part of my plans, but you and Cortez always not. So not to my surprise, all your alibis came as a bunch of unauthorized scams. Shit, even if I met you in the middle of the East, you find a way to say that I ran. But I'm from Los Angeles. I'm proud to say that that's my land. In LA, we support our home teams. We got a lot of pride, but goddamn, the way you ducked me in LA proves you'll always be more of a fan of the Dodgers than I am. You soft as hell, I'm not gonna lie, fam. In your battle with Rex, you almost caught the right hand from Doc.
Oh, that really?
Yeah, he's supposed to battle.
It's like a New Year's LA card, right?
Yeah.
He was supposed to battle DNA there?
I think so.
Is that when he's wearing the dollar regenerating shirt?
Yeah.
Emergency only dollar regenerating shirt. So like you pull it out for the emergency and it just regenerates under the patent leather sleeve.
Not gonna lie, fam. In your battle with Rex, you almost caught the right hand from Dot Mob's hopping hype man. When Rex made fun of your retarded mother, I knew you wanted to fight, man. But then they called the cameras off and you walked off and called it a night. Damn. Sort of like when Eminem told you, lose yourself in the moment. You only get one shot in a lifespan. And you answered him like, I know, Slim, that's exactly why I'm gonna walk away from this mic stand.
Yo, that's like 5 impressions already so far. 2 of them back to back. Like
that's actually
DNA.
It's a reference.
Like DNA was in a battle that was hosted by Eminem in Detroit, and like choked and walked off stage.
Yeah, he put.
That was a reference.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Choked in front of Eminem.
I was like, wasn't that like the Red Bull?
The Red Bull
MC
challenge.
Where some random dude from Detroit won.
Was it
Surprise,
Mo,
surprise.
Yeah.
No, it was like some dude named
some
like
random cat.
Flack or something.
His name was I can't believe I remember this, but I'm pretty sure his name was Fowl. Like
yes, Fowl.
F-O-W-L. I don't know, man. Important events that actually happened in my life, I cannot remember the name of who won the Red Bull MC challenge.
Yes, got it.
The important things, right?
Sort of like when Eminem told you, lose yourself in the moment. You only get one shot in a lifespan. And you answered him like, I know, Slim, that's exactly why I'm gonna walk away from this mic stand.
The look on his face, like DNA always kind of has a sad look while the other person's
DNA does look like he's massively depressed.
Yeah,
like his
the whole
defense
time.
just looked as sad as fuck.
We're supposed to battle here, he backed out. Like, I need more cash now. And that is some weak shit. He's a sneaky Latino, so I wasn't surprised when I came to find out that he skipped. He was already flaking like a tortilla, so as soon as I saw the guacamole on the side with the green chips, I knew it was only right that that bean dipped.
DNA's Cortez.
It don't matter what battle and league you actually be with. If you're gonna be dumb enough to bite the hand that you eat with, at least be smart enough to cover up your tracks and don't leave prints. Someone call up Smack and tell him to cancel the field trip. Straps with the beams equipped like an active marine ready to damage a queenship. Shells battering, the cannon ring until half of your team is seasick. The other half starts abandoning ship, panic, and leave quick. In the same fashion, the Hollow took his first chance to get green quick, turned his back on GT, packed up his bag, stick the cash.
This rhyme scheme is so long.
I know.
Like on the same rhyme
his
scheme,
breath
it's
control is
crazy.
fucking incredible. Dude. He like doesn't
Yeah.
take a breath the whole time.
Yeah.
This motherfucker can teach battle rap.
Half of your team is seasick. The other half starts abandoning ship, panic, and leave quick. In the same fashion, the Hollow took his first chance to get green quick, turned his back on GT, packed up his bag, stick the cash, and then he split. And in fact, it hasn't been seen since. See, it's all a story. It's all a story that correlates if you go back and you read read script. I use this all as scenario to reference the battling scene with, because grind time is a ship, and this is as bad as the Titanic Sea gets, because without smack you wouldn't be shit, but lost talent stranded across the Atlantic Sea without a raft to keep heat with. I got the long nose like X Factor, it'll make the back of your Jeep flip. I said, we put Xbox together the way I left half of your screen split. My guns are barely legal with magazines that'll make this teen strip. That's how you like it, right? Come back with a clean flip. Yeah, I'm ready for the drama. Ain't no question marks. I rip your flesh apart like Jeffrey Dahmer. Let's get it poppin'. I take the beef instead of chop it like a chef from Benihana. Speaking of chefs, shouts out to Cortez's mama, because I heard every fine time East Coast event she be fixing poison pennies empanadas.
Okay, not only has he done like 5 impressions, he's also incorporated every type of racism.
Just like racist shit.
And it's another example of him terrorizing someone not in the battle. Like, he's had more bars in Cortez than DNA. So.
There was like a solid year plus where every disaster battle had lines about Cortez.
I know, man.
Like the Swave 7 battle is like, I like you, Cortez, but you're an apple farmer.
No, people have been like, will you ever battle him again? I'm like, fuck no. I'm like, because I don't want to get my life destroyed leading up to the battle.
Yeah, you battled him in like the good era when it was like everyone's having fun. We just show up on the day and battle each other. You know, research each other's life.
Great too.
Yeah. And so he took a second opponent, but that was before he was terrorizing people leading up and after the battle. Like that's the thing. I'm like, I typically am just like kind of quiet. I'm not gonna talk shit online about my opponent. More chest strap, and he'll just destroy. Like, look at like Cortez, DNA, Jonah, Roan, even like he's always just terrorizing people online. Like, I don't want to be subject to that.
Too. Impressions
destroying Ur's life always, still to this day. That's the one thing. It's like an extra element of battle rap is like what your opponent kind of does outside of the battle, leading up to all that shit. You know what I mean? Like because battle rap's so about, it's like a political debate to me, and I've said this before. It's like it's controlling the narrative. You know, like I can say one line about something that happened between us and make you look like, you know, just an asshole about it, which I'm just controlling that narrative, and you could do the same thing about the same event. And so like fans are so subject to like you controlling the narrative. You know, when Charlie Clips was saying, I'm undefeated forever, even though he had lost like a couple battles in a row, fans would be like, he's undefeated, you know what I mean? Because they attack, they can be steered, you know, and it's all about creating that drama in the narrative. That's like the psychological part of this shit that I love, like dissecting, you know?
Do this shit still.
that's the part that keeps it interesting for me, you know?
Like how watching Disaster, how his thoughts come out of his mind that fast. It's like, what the fuck? How you think, and you can hear everything he said.
And there's several lines in this round and other rounds in this battle where like I heard some of his shit before, and he completely just morphs it on the spot or jumps to
You're
different.
You're gonna talk about that when that happens.
The main part,
Fam, you never pick up the phone when Payne don't call you because you're too busy slumped over in the bed with Hoffa, holding hands with Hollow when we all know you were raised by Dutch Vega and Sarah Connor. Look, the beef between us has been a never-ending saga. I'll leave you walking around with Bender's depressed persona when I sketch menace your necklace off you. Crazy, you're walking on Freddy on deadly waters. I'll throw your body on the stretcher and let the chopper off block and drop you.
The sound effect. He's done that a few times.
Yeah, I love when he does that.
It's so much energy.
But it's fucking dope. You know, it's like you hear that, you're like allow him for the ride. You're like, sound effect, let's go.
And it's on a build up too. You know, it's been on the Nicholas Ovio.
Plus, Diz live is the best performer live, man. He's loud as living fuck. When he raps, he like everybody can hear in that room. He has no mic, and he's fucking rapping loud as shit. His like persona is like a monster, pretty much in the ring, you know. And you often talk about this is about how he feeds off the energy. Like when people are like, here he's like building on some crescendo, and they're like just building up to it. And then his line isn't even like a real punch; it's just sound effects. But you're still like, "Fuck yeah!" That's what a helicopter sounds like.
For sure. And like as the crowd kind of gives him that feedback, he just gets bigger, like on some Hulk shit. I'm just gonna grab my food, but you can keep playing for it. Should I grab the key from you?
Huh?
Should I grab the key from you?
Yeah, it's right there.
Okay.
Hello? Him in the back.
You're crazy, you're walking on threading your deadly waters. I'll throw your body on the stretcher, then let the chopper off the blocker and drop your paramedic. I do this for my fans. You motherfuckers ain't shit to me. Are y'all kidding me? I'll fucking bum rush an enemy. These knuckles will leave you buckling instantly. I'll fucking get timid and start punching you viciously. Uppercuts will leave your stomach in misery like muscular dystrophy.
Yo, so
Christ.
I remember, I haven't seen them film yet, but I remember seeing a behind-the-scenes photo of one of the battle scenes. It's a lot like Club XS, right? Like
yeah, that's how Joseph set it up. Yeah, it's all pit.
Yeah.
It's funny because in the script, like I was thinking more URL when I wrote the script. You know what I mean? Okay. So I wrote it like in the script. It talks about there being a stage. Yeah. But then when Joseph went to film it, he's like, no, it's gonna be fucking grimy. There's no stage, and I think that's like way better. You know what I mean? And it looks super cool in the movie too.
Yeah, I remember like, wasn't there like some like overhead light, like ring light?
There is. Yeah, it looks like some shit from fucking Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah. Like in the movie, right?
Yeah, in the movie. I'm trying to remember the name of the show, but that venue where those final battles are filmed is this warehouse in LA where they do like this luchador wrestling TV show.
Oh, word.
Nice. Yeah, it's the fucking craziest venue. It's so good.
Yeah, I was before the film went into production, I actually showed Joseph the bunker.
Oh yeah,
but
that's
it just wasn't big enough. He,
that's
needed
the
a bigger
thing.
space. But I remember seeing like the production photos. Like, dude, it's fucking enormous. Like the shoot.
No, it's so big. Like most of the room was just taken up by the crane that we had to do like the crazy overhead shots. So that's why they needed the big space.
And that's where you battled in the film, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's in the trailer. There's a shot of you in that room. I remember.
There's a shot of Jackie and I. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the final thing of the trailer, I think.
Yeah. Oh, word. Yeah, you're right.
You don't know I'm in the movie.
I'm
not in the fucking movie. You see it, that's it.
I still haven't seen it yet, man.
I have no fucking part in this movie.
Yeah, but I remember seeing the production photo and really like that's just a testament to Joseph Kahn being a fan of battle rap, knowing that the pit format is like the authentic format, quote unquote, of battle rap essentially. Yeah. So
is the bunker is that on in Silver Lake?
It's near the Dodger Stadium. It was. I lost it. Okay, I don't have it anymore. Okay, but yeah, it was like a little warehouse I had over there. Yeah, but you know, like warehouse codes changed a lot. Like after that, I don't know if you're familiar with like Ghost Ship, like that Oakland fire that happened, where like some warehouse burned down, killed like a bunch of people. So they cracked down heavily on warehouse codes in LA, and they just like red tagged the building and kicked me out essentially. So yeah, it sucked. But yeah, man, I just remember like looking at this battle and being like, I wonder if you guys were like picking up on that. That's like heavily like the film, and that's a huge important thing that I feel like cannot be praised enough that Joseph incorporated the pit format into it. Because like you said, you thought it was going to be a stage battle when you were writing it. You know? So
and you know, I was just coming at it from the point of view of like that's what people expect, and even at the time, because I was writing it in 2015, right? I had just done I had just done. Like the Blackout event at the Queen Elizabeth Theatre in Toronto. So I was just thinking stage. 5? Yeah, I was just thinking stage because I had just done a battle on a stage. But but then I think right after that is when kind of like the movement started. Like then, because I did Back to Basics right after that. That's when kind of the movement started to go back to the pit format. So it was like it was really good that we had the pit in the movie.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
All right.
We got to rewind this scheme because we got to show these guys the whole scheme.
Yeah. All right, Greg, can you just hit J?
I'll fucking bum rush an enemy. These knuckles will leave you buckling instantly. I'll fucking get timid and start punching you viciously. Uppercuts will leave your stomach in misery like muscular dystrophy. Just for thinking you could come online publicly dissing me. You can pop your fist while I'm still crushing you physically. This shit is child's play. You get 8 sideways like the number infinity. I said...
It's like the tightest line.
You need artist development before you come on the blog and then mention me. I'll stop you out and make you a part of this history. Don't show me that because this is about to be the body bag.
Stop y'all make you a part of this history.
You gotta make you a part of this history. Don't show me that because this is about to be the body bag of the century.
Alright, Greg, so talk about that.
You motherfuckers ain't shit to me. They say karma's a bitch. For you, it's probably dentistry because the part of your mouth that's missing is only a reflection of what's scarring you mentally. So the gap between your teeth exists merely as an object of imagery to distract distract you from the real gap between us, and that's bars and delivery.
The gap in your teeth is just an object of imagery to distract them between the real gap between us, and that's bars and delivery.
And how he delivered it too was fucking out of this world.
Yeah. And so I happened to hear that round before the battle.
Yeah.
We're going over our shit, and that scheme was actually like 8 bars longer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember specific like words and shit from it, and I was like, oh my god, like. And so you see Organic's hand go up like 4 bars, like 8 bars before the ending, and he's like, hold on, don't cut me off, and he's freestyling this little quick part on the same rhyme scheme, like, hold on, don't cut me off, this is about to be the body bag of the century. And at that point he jumps ahead to the last
it's about to be the freestyle
body bag of the century, because he had way more to go. So Organic goes to raise his hand, he's like, oh, don't cut me off, body bag of the century. Then he jumps like 8 bars ahead in his scheme and rhyme scheme, and I know that because I heard it, and there was like a bunch of other shit like shawarma delivery. He's like something, or shawarma rotisserie. Like some cutting the meat on some shawarma rotisserie, and there was a bunch of other shit that was way longer. And I remember after that battle, I went up to him like, you're fucking insane. Like the way he like freestyled that little line just and then was able to jump ahead in his scheme. Like I don't think the ender. Like I gotta end it with the gap shit, you know. I don't know if I could do that. Like that's just a testament, to his mind.
I remember seeing this when we were prepping the movie. I remember seeing this battle. I remember thinking this battle was insane.
And just with that, like for me, it was even more mind blowing just knowing that bit. You know, like how did he adjust on the spot like that?
Since you have that outside information, but nobody else would think any of the other. You know, it's like, oh, that was part of the scheme.
Sick.
You know,
Exactly.
Artist development. You need artist development before you come on the blog and then mention me.
That's all part of the rhyme.
Misery like muscular dystrophy. Just for thinking you could come online publicly dissing me. You can pop your fist while I'm still crushing you physically. This shit is child's play. You get 8 sideways like the number infinity. I said, artist development. You need artist development before you come on the blog and then mention me. I'll stop you out and make you a part of this history. Don't show me that, because this is about to be the body bag of the century. Hold on. You motherfuckers ain't shit to me. They say karma's a bitch. For you, it's probably dentistry, because the part of your mouth that's missing is only a reflection of what's scarring you mentally. So the gap between your teeth exists merely as an object of imagery to distract you from the real gap between us, and that's bars and delivery.
To see how he did that, you see him slow down. Hold on, don't show me that. Don't show me it's about to be a body bag. Yo, this motherfucker ain't shit to me.
Yeah, that's definitely freestyle too, right? Because where I would just like
jump to
not talk for a second. Disaster says these motherfuckers ain't shit to me, and then he's got the next line.
It's insane.
Oh my god.
Like I was like, I think on the stairs in the venue in the back. I was like, what? Oh my god. Like, how he did that? Who got sexually assaulted on the set.
Well, that's
so I'd like to file a grievance against the Thesaurus.
They got old dude from Austin and Alley.
That's a testament to like why Diz is like one of the best in the world. Like doing that is like fucking insane. That's like reciting a line from a script and being able to fucking jump through like 4 characters and be like, oh, I knew you said that like 4 pages in.
It's also interesting to me because like with Disaster specifically, like he sent me all his bars, like a lot of stuff we kind of did on the spot on set. But for him, because he was like one of the first people cast, he was like writing all his bars, sent me all his bars, I actually put them in the script. So like I know exactly what he was planning to say for everything. But when we were filming it and he was actually delivering it for real, he'd like add extra bars here and there and like, you know, change up the wording in specific ways that just like solidified it so much, you know. So it's really interesting for me as a writer and a battler to like see someone else's process through like different stages like that.
And like on battle shit, like my favorite like battlers personally like do that. Like I was watching back recently Hollow's first round against Clips. One of the best first rounds ever to me, but like where he does the predictive shit of like having the crowd finish his lines. And there's a part right before he gets to the Kit Kat shit where he's about to say a different line. So he says a line, they react, and then he says a different setup like, yo, I'm about to, you know, whatever, I'm about to kill and da-da-da. And the crowd's still reacting, and he like adjusts and is like, oh, they want me to go back to that. And then he completely goes into a different chunk other than those first few words he was about to set up.
Dude, you know what's
and he's a guy who does that, will just jump around material.
We had Hollow and Rock on the show yesterday. Hollow doesn't time his rounds.
What? How?
He counts bars.
Oh, okay.
That's how
That
he's like,
sense,
4 minutes is like 80 bars or something like that. So he's never timed a round.
But he's never actually timed it. Because I do the same thing, but then I also time it.
Yeah, I mean, I would figure everybody would time it, you know?
I get an idea timing it too. But he's also someone in the way, like, at least early on, I know him and Diz were both people that didn't just write front to back rounds, and they'd have hella chunks. Had chunks and then just kind of freestyle what's gonna go where kind of on the spot according to the moment. And I see them both adjust, like here Diz adjusting. I've seen it modern, even more modern, and I've seen Hollow do that too. And like again, it's someone like who I talked to before battles and have heard some bars, and he's like, oh, and if you know they react this way, or if that ain't working, then I'm gonna go this direction or go that direction. I'm like,
because you would figure it's all like it's a script. You like follow this, like it's linear, you know.
It's like a choose your own adventure book for like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, the crowd chose to go to page 68. Like, that's where we're going. It's insane, though. You know.
By the way, shout out to everyone in the chat. Jackie is loving the chat right now.
All this shit got me funny. I'm about to tell him to shut the fuck up. He said, "Shut the fuck up. Play the video."
They're brutal. The thing is he's tuned in.
This shit is
he loves this. He could watch the battle by himself in his fucking crib. He's tuned in to watch us watch the battle and talk about it.
They say some outrageous shit.
That was Diz's first versus DNA. We're not gonna watch the rest of the battle because the battle's not that good.
It's great. But, it's a great battle. DNA has a great
first
We gotta see a little bit of DNA.
Okay, all right.
DNA has a great
like that.
DNA has a great first round. And the rest of this battle is amazing because Diz didn't even get into talking about
you're nodding,
DNA's
Kyle, but you don't
mom.
agree.
Like that shit in the second round where he's, come on, man.
Okay. Their reaction's awesome. I miss that fucking
Shut it down. No, just pumping the security. Move back out the country.
Days of personalized shirts.
But he didn't freeze up this time, right?
Man, I did.
Yo, hold it down, man. Hold it down. Here we go.
TDS versus
November 5th.
Pose.
It's ironic, you know my father died on this day. And I can still remember him telling me, son, say what you mean and mean what you say. See, I'm only 20 days, so on my past battles, my emotions might have got carried.
Crazy.
He was only 20.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Dude, he's
at the
so
time.
fucking young. He's 26 now.
Jeez.
Wow, fucking 26
and he's a vet, like motherfuckers look at him like an old head.
Yeah,
like he's been around
I
so
look
long.
at him as old, and he's younger than me.
I
look at him like DNA. I was like,
how old was he in those Grind Time New York battles?
18.
Then, like,
it's fucking.
Yeah, he started. Well, he started at like 16, right?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. That's like password.
He's been missing a tooth forever, man. How does that happen?
They want me to battle. They want me to battle Diz.
This is baby tooth.
Okay. Let's book
I
it.
would love to see
Let's
that.
book it, Jackie versus Diz.
I would love for that to happen. To be amazing. Jackie
book it by the
comes up on
character
Rolodex.
names, like on another premiere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And, yeah, it'd be sick.
We get to do all of the real premieres.
Do it on a league.
Yeah.
Do it on a league, or like partner up.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That'd be hard.
That would be sick.
You know, I hope you motherfuckers is working with a plan. Me and Caleb like, work, man. Yeah.
That's why I flew here to Canada, to make sure that won't happen today. So all that I grip the nine, rip your spine, make your body rewind, man, I don't mean that shit. I'll probably never clap this shit out you. But trust, I mean every word when I say I'll smack the shit out you. See, there's a difference between entertainment and real life. Like, remember when I said I'll fuck you up in Vegas? Well, depending on how this battle goes, I still might. Cause see, I still might. Move back. Move back.
Yeah, you see, like, so he's saying that shit, and Diz is like moving him.
Yeah, he's boxing him in.
Yeah, like okay, all right.
But yeah, even though like that would have kind of made DNA look like a bitch when he's like, "What are you doing?"
Happened?
But
he
his
stands
line
his
after
ground.
this,
Remember when I said
his line
I'll
after
fuck you
this is
up in
crazy.
Vegas? Well, depending on how this battle goes, I still might.
His space.
Cause see, I still might. Move back, what are you doing? Getting in my face trying to go crazy, trying to fuck me up when it's that time. When Drake's here in front of the battle, but you ain't gonna make none of his headlines.
Whoa, that was fucking nuts, dude.
One of his head, that was freestyle.
Yeah.
And you know what? He might have had a Drake headlines reference in his head, like I'm gonna say, but to transform it, because that wasn't his next line. He was about to say something else, and then to transform that into a freestyle immediately on the spot takes just as much, you know, the gift of gab like in that moment.
The battle, but you ain't gonna be in my face trying to go crazy, trying to fuck me up when it's that time. When Drake's here in front of the battle, but you ain't gonna make none of his headlines.
We ain't gonna make none of his headlines.
I like what you guys pick up as actors.
He's like, hey, that was hot. I did that song.
Difference between entertainment and real life. Like, remember when I said I'll fuck you up in Vegas? Well, depending on how this battle goes, I still might. Because me missing a tooth only means I've been in a real fight and got real stripes. So until you get tapped with a sucker punch and missing yours from an uppercut, then you know what this feels like. I took this battle for YouTube views, promotion, and fan base, so I made sure I'm well prepared. Knowing my name would be buzzing in Sweden, China, Switzerland, making them well aware. So once I get rid of this storm and y'all see the weather clear, just think about the end of every other natural disaster. You're gonna see DNA everywhere.
Pause. Hey, pause, B.
You gonna see DNA everywhere. Wait, that don't mean that.
Doesn't mean that people are like, oh, fuck, the world's ending. Might as well have a giant orgy.
Right. I love this.
It's all. I'm always just giving shit to like the East Coast homies I talk to about how they overuse pause. So like,
I would want to kill somebody, dude. After talking to me, like, this is fucking crazy.
This is something that like I get asked often, right? In like interviews and shit, like how do you take, you know, someone talking about your family, this and that, and it comes down to like the analogy I make is like boxers will sit there and punch each other in the face for 12 rounds
body, right?
and hug after. And it's because we know what we're getting into. I haven't. I'm about to tonight.
He's about to see it. I have all your tickets, by the way.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not, but we go through, me and this dude, I'm not going to say you shit.
Right, yeah. I have no idea.
Just watch the movie tonight.
Yep, exactly.
So playing that role, you probably don't think you could ever battle because of that?
Well, no, it's like in life. Whatever sport that you in, you know what comes with the territory.
Yeah,
don't get into battle rap if you don't respect what they do. You know, they're going to talk about you to the dirtiest way, the most disrespectful way. But you got to be strong. If you not, don't get into this sport. Go play football. Go play tennis. Go do some bullshit.
Exactly.
You know, you got to be a man. A man to be in this sport right here.
Yeah. And this honestly has made me like, as funny as it is, it's like made more secure. You know what I mean? Like no one can ever tell me shit in real life that's gonna offend me. Because I'm like, I've heard that 200 times in way clever ways, buddy. Like,
how many short jokes? How many tall jokes? How many whatever jokes?
Exactly. Like makes you have thicker skin in a way. Totally. Like more. You got to be secure to get involved in this. You know.
And the boxing analogy I think is good for the film too, because I think it feels kind of like a rock, almost like Rocky.
The way it's filmed.
Norbs.
Norbs, I'm on live TV right now. What do you want, Norbs?
Ruin your day.
We on the show watch right now. You on the show now because I got you on speaker. What the fuck you want, Norbs? We got you on live TV, Norbs. We got you. I'm gonna text you that. I'm gonna text you while I'm doing the interview right now. I'm gonna text you the address. I know. So I was getting Norbs on that. Smack boy Norbs. Norbs is real cool, man.
Have you had him on the show yet?
No, I didn't get him. I'm actually supposed to.
You got him on the show now, thanks to me.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, Norris has been on.
You got him on.
Right. Yeah, put that in the. Put it up.
And Norbs.
Yeah, featuring Norbs. That's just the headline, and it's like
I love that
body
one.
cast.
What?
Print.
Kid Twist not even watching the battle. He watches Jackie from Not Splendid. Yeah, I'm Jackie Long's handler. That's why
I'm not saying shit else. I'm not saying nothing.
Remember against A-Class when y'all was supposed to go 60 seconds, then the day of the battle this guy switched it? Then remember against Wave you had time rounds, but he said fuck it, and you wound up rhyming for 9 minutes? Then against me this guy told Lush, I'm rhyming till I'm finished, which only proves further you got a problem with time limits. See you a snake just trying to hide your rabbit.
We need damn guy and O guy at the same time.
To compete.
Yes.
Oh,
exactly. And Jeff.
Yeah.
Say stuff.
They said shout out to Norb.
See you a snake just trying to hide your rattle, which only shows the Canadian court ain't the only bitch that flips when it's time to battle.
Pressing. Press his hat.
And that's when I realized you really got a problem with time. Like when you say you're a terrorist and a hijacker, I'm not getting it. Because if you detonate a bomb, what you gonna set the time to? Unlimited?
Like this, like that, this, like that.
Yeah, you can always tell when disaster makes a bar.
I like when y'all like each other.
Yeah, that is
I
good.
discovered something, Diz, while I was watching your battles. And nigga, you have never wore watching your battles.
What a random.
And I didn't predict
Nigga,
that we'd be
you ever
on
wanna
watch with
watch
our
your
bet.
battle? Say,
let's go.
I could have predicted I'd be on watch with this bet.
That's a
That
good
kinda
bar. I
worked
look like
like
I
that.
can name 30 different compliments. That's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'll roll with that.
Have a problem
movie
with
coming
time.
out next year.
It's not an opinion no more. It's a fact, nigga. You do long lunch breaks, change times whenever you want, wear your hat to the back. What the fuck you think you now, black nigga? Because y'all all know we really got a problem with time. But fuck that. For the last 2 years, you've been giving me the runaround. I managed to stay relevant with every battle, reaching over 200 thou. You done the same, but your music's trash. So the industry will never love your style, which makes you an earthquake. Because you always gonna be a disaster that remains underground.
Talk that tectonic plate shit.
See, you just an entertainer, Diz. In other words, a fucking gimmick. And it's for so long that the delivery can match those fucking lyrics. Your rhymes are put together sloppy and unorganized. That's why besides grind time, we ain't fucking with it. So battling DNA will be the first time his verses have structure in it. So when you spit all aggressive with conviction, I be thinking that you actually mad. And then understand why you hate us New York niggas. Cause he drives us around all the time in taxi cabs. Like his rap battle gig, he's supposed to be the big bad disaster. And when I see DNA, I'ma shoot him and let the fifth clap you. I said disaster, let's fight. He said cool, I'ma bitch slap you. As soon as he hop out the cab, all y'all hear on the radio is disaster, it's your dispatcher.
That's tight.
Hard. Probably the best rhyme with his name, disaster. I've heard like Ritz Cracker.
Yeah.
Disaster, it's your dispatch. That was perfect.
Please don't pick up Dex Rock and Lush One. And stay away from DNA. You know you don't bust guns. You never touch drugs a day in your life or touch none. And hurry up, your mom's calling rinse due. You must come. So when you split your fucking eyebrows and spit with all that aggression, I almost think you might really bust your Glock. But then again, we saw him against Arsenal, and you ain't look too good with that fucking shot. You gonna try to rebuttal everything I say. Don't act like you fucking not. But it's cool, because a good rebuttal only means I had to say something hot.
The first was that, maybe not the first, I feel like it was, but the first, like, oh, if you're going to rebuttal, I'm trying to take away the rebuttal.
Yeah.
I think I did that again. I've done that, like Pat Stay. I said something like, oh, you know, because I had an obvious angle that I knew he would know.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, and if, you know, rebuttal that if you know whatever you know if you're whack as fuck or whatever and I've seen that done a bunch of other times as well, but I feel like this is the first time I remember seeing it. Like,
me too.
Yeah.
snooze when he rebuts, say something hot.
And it's true. It's true too. Like I only ever feel the need to rebuttal if there's a room shaker.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
you only rebuttal the big lines because otherwise you're just like giving more attention to something the guy said that the crowd already forgot. So
right. Right. Yeah, and it's a way to like zero out someone's entire round, you know, like if someone has they say a line, you know, like about in Russian maybe, or you know, about a gargoyle in a battle, and you have the, you know, sheer genius on the spot to rebuttal it, and that's their biggest line. You zero out their whole round at that point, and then you get into your bar. And you probably just have a big dick and you're the best. You know what I mean?
You probably shouldn't have ILLMAC on the show after he bodies 2 huge rappers in 3 weeks because he's feeling himself a little.
His ego's through the roof, man.
Oh shit! I didn't even get the connection. I just freestyled that whole little rant. No, but it's true. Like in the way, like you know, I know you know, like you pick the biggest line to rebuttal, and. Because that zeroes out their whole round, essentially.
That's the whole point
before you get into your
right?
material. You know what I mean? Like, and it's such an advantage because not everyone does that, especially currently. To be able to do that and also excel at the written shit is like my favorites are
the
do
key.
that.
Well,
you know?
I also feel like for me, because I know a lot of times I'm not as natural a performer as people that I'm facing. So I'm like, okay, if I can be clever enough to rebuttal something, that kind of takes away some of the performance factor of my opponent.
For sure, because it's a big check in the box of performance that a lot of people can't do, you know, or don't do at least, for sure. And because you have to be comfortable with your material, your rebuttal can be like, oh shit, what round am I in?
What was my line again? What was my first line?
Exactly.
He rebuttals every lyric I say and think he's clever with freeze, because every time y'all cheer for that great rebuttal, you only giving credit to me.
Rebuttal now.
Okay.
I think we should watch Hollow versus Big T.
Yeah. We already watched that though.
Oh, did you?
I mean,
okay, what have you not watched?
Okay, I was gonna say this.
Shit
Dumbfounded versus Lucian Z. You guys remember that?
Yeah, you should there's a... Oh, man. Okay, there's like a throwaway line in the movie that references that battle. So,
really?
So, yeah, I can reveal that with no spoilers, so we should totally watch that.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna just do the unthinkable.
You want water?
I love some of the comments. Some of them are pretty funny.
Yeah, by the way, Jackie and Calum are loving your comments.
They're just the biggest trolls.
They're all about it.
And everything we say, they'll give credit to Av because of the debauchery of him like biting a bunch of lines.
I had him on watch yesterday.
Really?
He stopped by. Yeah.
Really? And I'm sure the chat was like whatever he would say, they quoted as Av.
Yeah.
Like, as a because that's like.
Oh, that's why everyone puts dash Av at the end.
No, I'm not mad. And I'm eating Mexican food, so you know.
Thank God. Okay, all right. You guys want to watch?
Yeah, let's do Dumbfounded Illusions.
Okay,
let's do that.
Cool. Greg is a diva and eats.
Yeah, I never do this.
You're gonna have to type it in, Greg.
God damn it! I don't get paid enough for this.
Fucking work here.
Wait, do I get paid? All right.
Oh, yes. I forgot we were watching
Yeah,
this
I'm like,
night.
what's this random shit that's up
you
right
know,
now?
last night got weird.
It's like
I'll leave
like
that
a
later.
B-list Lion's Den battle.
Yeah.
I've never seen whatever this is.
Hey, Double O is sick though, man.
Yeah, Double O is sick.
Him and like a bill collector or like even a him and Tech 9 were crazy.
Yeah.
Actually, like watching Champion, I'd love to see Tech 9 fucking back in the ring.
He's gonna battle Geechee at some point.
I know they were talking about it. Yeah, but I haven't seen.
Not fucking with each other. Geechee did so fucking good yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, on Saturday, fucking my days have been together.
Yeah, we've been kind of going nonstop, especially you. I was faded as fuck last night, leaving the watch.
What?
I mean, it was because we typically like drink when people drop the F-bomb, when people say faggot, we'll drink, and it's like less about encouraging it and more about like acknowledging how far battle raps come. Like that used to be
we don't
just
say
the
that a
thing.
Tactic back
We don't even.
the F-bomb.
Everyone be
like,
like,
he won.
Sick.
Oh,
And so
think-
now it's become like a drinking game on the show,
I think
and we
we
watched
say
the
it-
old school battle.
Yeah.
And fucking, it was like every few bars we were drinking.
We say it like I specifically put it in the movie, but like it's like there's like 3 times it gets said in the movie, and I was like, okay, that's about how much it gets said in battle rap now. yeah, you both say it.
You guys both say it.
Yours funny how you say you.
Yeah, there's actually a major plot point of Caleb.
Yeah, that's a big plot point.
Nice.
They say a lot of shit in there, man.
All right.
I love the peeping like the old school little screens of strengths and shit.
Yep.
All right, so we got it's all good. We got Dumbfounded versus Illusion Z.
Hey, see, I'm not the only person to not have my height in there on the grind time battle.
I love when they still put height though.
Yeah, I know. It's like, why is that important at all?
Yeah.
I'm surprised weight isn't there too.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah,
Strength,
grind time,
clowning, and
different times,
freestyles.
Clowning with an apostrophe.
Like acknowledging I know I'm spelling this wrong, but I'm doing it for the aesthetic.
Clowning and clowning are completely different.
MySpace.com. Hey, peep. I know someone in the chat will do this. Peep if his MySpace is still up. And then throw the link in the chat. I'm sure he's got some fire tracks from back in the day.
And on the left-hand side, represents Stockton, Cali, Illusion Z.
Let's go.
Staying handsome, saying weird shit, and black magic.
We used to think we were so cool in the grind time era.
Yeah, for sure.
John, do you remember the grind time chat?
Yeah.
On the page?
Oh man, so there was this like random chat box on the Grind Time Battle League website, and we would go on the Grind Time chat and just like randomly jump into chat. There would be like me, Thesaurus, like fucking
High Collide
Pumpkinhead was in there. High Collide, like just imagine battlers just like hanging out in a random chat box on a website.
That's great. What year?
That's amazing.
Now.
This was so long ago. I think this is 2009.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah,
published 2009.
This was like back in the days when you couldn't upload more than 10 minutes to YouTube.
Right. Yeah. So you had to split the battles up.
It's a lot of salsa.
Yeah, that is a lot of salsa.
There's like
You want a gallon?
One dip. Hey, I'll be mad though when there's not
you're
enough
right.
salsa,
You're right.
so it's like,
Let's
hey,
go.
I'll
Let's
always eat salsa. It'll always get done.
It's hot as fuck.
Really? Is it?
Like temperature
Nice. Love.
or spicy?
That's a good battle rap reaction face.
Spicy?
Yeah, not hot, spicy. That's what I was saying. It's very spicy. You gotta be careful with this.
Whoa.
Love spicy salsa.
I always win the coin toss. That's fucking way to go. That's great. I'm gonna tell you how this battle really was arranged. I saw that battle with
the battle throwback.
Yeah.
I got the call.
Yeah.
I was getting some head.
Because the bitch out the bed.
Didn't Illusion Z do that in his previous battle?
Yes.
And that was the rhyme,
Yeah.
right? I'll tell you how this battle really
because
was arranged.
that was like a stereotype. He would do that in every fucking battle.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
I was on the phone with Lush.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, I feel like it comes from that just classic battle. You know what
Serious
I mean?
and Mook.
Yeah,
of course.
I was getting some head. Talk about a situation of me getting some bread. Hopped up through the bitch off the bed.
But you and Lyriflip and wondered who's the skinny kid in beige. I saw that battle with you and Lyriflip and wondered who's the skinny kid in beige. So I called Lush and he told me you were an immigrant from Spain. I told him I'd like to serve him, but he said he really isn't trained. Well, we got to do it after paying him in cigarettes and change. You see, your ass looks fucking drugged out. You were in the cast of Blood in, Blood Out. You have 17 cousins, one house. Yella la migra and watch more than a dozen run out. Straight through the back door, stuffing everything into a JanSport except the passport. Trust me.
How interesting is that, too, to see Dumb doing the, like, racial stereotypes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, with Illusion. That was, like, the landscape, you know?
Battle rap like bagging, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Almost like bagging,
yeah,
right?
no, exactly. It's that in rhyme form.
It's just rhyme for it's like bagging.
And at this time, I kind of like touched on this last night, but it's fresh out of the freestyling on beat era, which was the era where it was even more homophobia, even more just what you're wearing, comparing you to said actor, because that's all you had was observational humor, you know? And this is like the first step coming out of that, to where there was still those elements, but you were able to dress it up more and kind of perfect the writing more, you know what I mean?
From the beats to acapella.
Jump Off was the first.
Yeah,
well, I mean, in New York, they did it that way always,
that a lot already.
But Jump Off kind of brought the freestylers to the acapella. And then naturally, once it's acapella, you start writing.
Right.
Yeah.
Why y'all changing?
Yeah, exactly. Time.
There was no more beat battles. There was no more like tournaments. The last one actually Twist battled in
Scribble Jam, like 08. I think was the last one.
It just died. There's no.
How did that work? It was beats that they picked.
Yeah, it was just like random beats from famous songs and shit.
Yeah. Assassination Day, hella mob.
Yeah, there's a couple like really stereotypical beats everyone uses. Like in 8 Mile, they use Shook Ones Part 2, which
but that's always,
every single battle they always play that fucking beat.
And there's always like semifinals or finals they would drop that.
Tribe by 12, always they play that.
The worst one is when they use Dead Prez hip hop because
and then you're like, how do I rap to this shit?
So how do y'all feel from the switch? Since y'all grew up in the time when they
I mean, I think it's been good overall. Obviously, like, it's exploded in popularity from there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, for me, it's weird because I kind of, I mean, my whole career, this has always been true, but I've always got shit for, like, not rapping as much as, like, I have more of kind of, like, a laid-back delivery, right? Like Dumbfounded does as well. But actually, I found, maybe this was just me, but I found that when I was on a beat, it kind of added an extra element to it. So even though I wasn't like going hard on the rapping, at least I was on the rhythm. You know what I mean? So the beat kind of added an extra element where it like made the punchlines hit a little bit harder because I'm ending on the beat. So for me, it was a bit like to transition to acapella. You know, you can watch some of my old battles and you can see where I'm kind of like yelling a little bit too much and stuff like that. But I was just trying to figure out how to like make my style work acapella.
Give it a little bit more dynamic.
As a throwback.
Maybe
there's like very like small random events that happen, like, you know, there is still like little like freestyle battles, you know what I mean, randomly like in a city, you know, like I've seen little like, oh, there's gonna be a freestyle, just no one go like that's how I feel about it is, while okay, off top, yes, freestyling, it's dope to be able to see when magic is made, but it's few and far between, even with the best, you know, like it's you get so much trash from it, and that's why battling grew so much in the jump off grind time era, where it transitioned to be more prepared, because it wasn't just me saying you look like Jimmy Neutron on crack, you look like Dave Chappelle on random, whatever race you are, famous guy on crack, or you know, calling you a faggot, you know, like you were able to play with it more, and it made it more digestible, I think, you know, like because you could get more creative with it. So and again, like my favorite battle is the people who can do a little bit of both, throw a rebuttal in, but then go to their material, because I don't want to hear someone struggle for 45 seconds and then land one big punchline.
Well, when someone's when someone's bad at freestyling, it's like, oh my god.
Ask me this question then, since y'all both there.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you first.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite battle rapper today?
Hollow the Dawn.
Hollow the Dawn.
Hollow Dawn's
I mean, he's kind of the unanimous choice, to be honest. Among people
not
who are
really,
hardcore
but
fans.
that is interesting that we all think Hollow's the best.
Oh yeah.
So
and
who else,
here's the
who else
thing.
would people say these days though? Who's in the
I don't know, like Rock.
Rock. Okay, yeah.
Rock is the best.
Here's the thing: is like that Hollow. You know, if I'm in different, you know, I look up battles depending on what I want to see or like get inspired for. You know, so like. You know, if I want to see, because I like broke this down in an interview recently where I was like, and you know, Hollow's the GOAT, and they're like, hold on, no, you can't just say that. And I broke it down in simplest terms. I'm like, he's not the best puncher. He's not the He's up there with best performer, he might be, but he's not the best at necessarily any one attribute. But all the attributes are more maxed out than everyone else. Like, he's the best at combining and
exactly. He can do everything at an 8. There's nobody like that.
And he's versatile. He can like adjust to anything. But certain times I'll look up if I want to see something dense or creative, or like I'll look up a soul battle for that. You know what I mean? He's one of my favorite if I'm in this type of mood. You know, if I wanna see somebody, I'll look up K Shine's like 3rd round. I think versus JC when he does the Michael Jackson shit. His whole performance, like dancing. That's like an incredible performance. I'll look up rounds and shit like that.
Who was the dude the other day? I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
The dude who was doing the battle, and he had a dude pop lock.
T-Top.
T-Top
The
versus
shit was
JC.
fucking
Do you know
crazy.
why that? Because actually, he just battled JC the previous weekend, and JC got exposed because he dances essentially.
Also, he got exposed.
There's a video.
That's why he did.
There's a video online of him basically like doing an audition video for Chris Stokes. For Chris Stokes specifically, but for a show like Who Wants to Be a Star.
Right.
Oh my god.
And so he comes out and he's like, yo, I act a little too, you know. Does like a 4-minute like pop locking like dance routine.
And as a battle
and most
rapper,
people, everyone who battles him pretty much mentions it in some way.
Because they had a dude, the dude was battling, he had his homeboy come out.
That's
started
crazy.
pop
Dude, it was
I'm
incredible.
gonna watch the pay-per-view after this.
It was
before
so fucking dope.
I haven't seen that.
At first, when he like went like that, I was like, okay, is he like just trying to like make him flinch or something like that?
Right.
And then T-Top ran it back, and he like was acting out
He
everything.
was literally pop
that's
locking, and then
sick.
he ended it.
It sounds corny as fuck.
Nah,
but
it's
it was
not,
dope
but
as
he
shit.
ended it with like the way whatever he said, he made him go push into the crowd.
Oh yeah,
It was
yeah.
dope.
Yeah,
Bro. I
that
was like,
sick.
wow.
Yeah, I fucked with that.
And where's that dude from?
T-Top, he's from North Carolina.
I never seen him perform. He was amazing.
Yeah.
I
No,
love
he's
the show.
tight. T-Top's
I love
dope.
the show.
T-Top's dope.
A big heavy dude.
Yep.
And he didn't give a fuck. I seen him come in the face, go out the face, talk to the crowd, say some
I heard
shit.
it's one of his better performances
No,
ever,
dude.
if not his best performance. Because
Incredible.
I've seen several
He
T-Top
was
battles,
dope
but
as hell. I
He
didn't know
threw
who he
JC.
was. He was dope.
JC
Dope
did
as
too.
hell.
That's insane.
It was crazy.
Because JC's been on a tear, so...
Like
Straight
him.
to the back door,
Yeah.
stuffing everything into a JanSport except the passport. Trust me, I got love for Latinos, but no love for you. And they like me a lot more, which sucks for you. And you know what's funny too? Is that you're the only guy to have a quinceañera at age 22. Yo, do you know where you are? I think he's lost. You ain't a real Latino because you eat your tacos with green sauce. You can't handle the red sauce because you're weak sauce. You turn down tequila for peach snobs and your day job is working for the Geek Squad. Yo, when he got into town, he told me that he needs pot, but got scared as hell when I took him to the weed spot. Yo, I know you're not Mexican, and that's fine by me, but to the rest of the world, you are Mexican, and I'm Chinese.
That validated everything leading up to that, you know?
Man.
And that's fine by me, but got scared as hell when I took him to the weed spot. Yo, I know you're not Mexican, and that's fine by me, but to the rest of the world, you are Mexican, and I'm Chinese.
Great ending to that.
Is he good?
He's pretty. He's not that good at this battle, but.
Yo, when we first agreed to this battle, I'll admit, I was first I'ma spit, then I'll slice your ribs. I'ma spit off the top of the tightest shit, because off the top you know that I'm rhyming scripts.
Wow.
Shit.
I forgot that he choked
Yeah, he
before he
choked
even started
right
his
off the
verse.
bat.
Yo, when we first agreed to this battle, I'll admit, I knew I'd murder dog breath, but I kinda tripped. Cause everyone was all, don't try it, Chris. Them judges at the blow it on that bias tip. No matter what dumb spits, they gon' ride his dick. I'm here today, cause I didn't buy that shit. Yeah, real talk, you're only on time to this battle, cause today you weren't the one driving, bitch. You got no fashion sense, soap, or nuts. If he's top tier, our coast is fucked. Before the Waps and Juice battle, he smoked too much, started choking up like he did against Flo and Lush. See, I'm one annoying drunk, but at least before I battle, I keep the art form in mind and soap.
He did say I'm one annoying drunk. and prior to this, we brought him out to the Northwest for a battle. And he like there was like an after, sick. The MC got it. The homie punched him because he was just way too drunk. And then we're having an after party at the homie's house. Homie goes upstairs to his room. Everyone's downstairs. Homie goes upstairs to his own room, and Illusion Z is in there trying on his clothes.
What?
And he's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? He's like in his closet, like putting on his clothes, like drunk. He's like, get the fuck out of here. What are you, everyone's downstairs.
That's like the weirdest thing to do when you're drunk.
You have to like wash your entire wardrobe after that.
Yeah. So at least he admits right here, I'm one annoying drunk.
Yes.
See, I'm one annoying drunk, but at least I have an art form in mind and sober up. I left Lyric Flip crushed to ashes, and after this I crushed a couple faggots from the public access. Yo, I'll turn you to a ghost in a shell with a battle rhyme. You ain't half as samurai as this Latin guy. You think you a threat and have been blazing a battle scene? You've been living in a simulated reality.
Someone say that time, like shut up.
Yeah. There ain't nobody.
I feel like they let Dumb go way long.
Yeah.
And they're just like, all right, time. Anyways, all right,
They didn't
back
let
to
him
the
finish the
battle.
bar. He was like in the middle of his bar. Time.
It definitely felt like Dumb was
A
longer.
gang of illusions from A to Z. You came from the Bay to LA just to get started. A gang of illusions. Yeah. There ain't nobody as great as me. I started a gang of illusions from A to Z. You came from the Bay to LA just to get your ass whooped by 18th Street. I can picture this fool yelling, save me please, looking for police. Put a few more Z's after your name, you're putting us to sleep. You can take cats out the hood, but can't put the hood into the geek. If I didn't flash a green card, you wouldn't have compete. You see? Yo, if I didn't flash a green card, you wouldn't have compete. You see, you see, I see how he's handling his strategy. He learned everything from the awkward Stockton Academy for battling. And that's
Hey,
his only
the way he
weapon.
handled that, because he definitely was choking, was he's
amazing.
vet.
The awkward Stockton
And he's
Academy
likable,
for
so he's like,
battling.
fuck, oh, boom, snaps right back into it.
Yeah. You see, fuck. You see, I see
like
how he's
rap.
handling his strategy.
Yeah,
He learned
he's
everything
so
from the
likable.
awkward
Yeah.
Stockton Academy for battling. And at that school, he's only a freshman. You might recognize him at drive-thru windows holding refreshments. Grind time, this guy is not a golden investment. He's like Carlos Mencia. He just likes to pose as a Mexican. You see, I don't care if you're bilingual. He came to LA trying to mingle, but doesn't feel safe unless he's around 5 gringos. Stop rapping and start doing reggaeton.
Yeah.
Or stand on
Not
the corner.
6. Not 4.
6 is a little
like, I'm
too
uncomfortable with 6.
I'm like, okay, we got 5. I'm good.
Oh, shit, yeah. I can power close. I can be good right now.
Holding a Bible, yelling, Jesus through a megaphone.
Side note, get to like what we're talking about. Like, it's interesting to see how certain rappers can get, battlers can get away with certain things, kind of based on their personality.
Totally.
Like how Dumb's Found It seems so free. Even when it's not freestyle, it seems kind of so free flowing. If he's like, oh fuck, you're like, haha, cool. But with other people, if they're like, oh fuck, like you're like, oh
yeah.
Yeah, the guy who's the
know what
best
I mean?
at that is O'Shea. It's like he's kind of choking
Yes.
his entire verse, but it's still the greatest shit you've ever seen.
Or else something bad, he's like, no, it was shit.
Yeah. And it just lends, you know, to knowing that different strengths can affect people different ways. You know, it's like what you project out there.
Do you think battlers do that on purpose? Like, do you think he does that knowing?
No, I think it's just inherent, and that's why it's a natural reaction. You know what I mean? Like, I always say, like, when the reason battle rap I think is so popular as popular as it is, it's like that conflict element where the watcher emotionally identifies. You know what I mean? So when it gets awkward, like you feel awkward. You know what I mean? And when someone's killing it, like you almost kind of feel that adrenaline, like feel like you're killing it watching it, right? Yeah. And so what he projects is that just natural, like, oh shit, sort of comfortable, because he comes from the freestyle era anyway. So worst come to worst in his mind, I'm about to just start freestyle. So it's like, fuck, I can snap back in, and you identify with that emotional state of him still being comfortable.
Yeah.
So you can be comfortable with that, you know. But when someone completely is like, in the crowd, you're like,
It's funny how it translates to acting too, because I feel like Dumb was so comfortable on camera and everything like that.
Yeah, made him feel like he was home.
Yeah,
It's like I'm doing what I do for a living.
Yeah,
It's like he didn't see no cameras.
He
Yes,
just
he
noticed.
is. It was the pay-per-view cameras that he do see every day.
Yeah,
but I found that with all the battlers. Like all the battlers were super comfortable on camera because they acted for their jobs.
yeah, they're like, oh, someone's like, it's not spur of the moment.
Yeah,
I know what's
off.
generally gonna happen, you know, but
Yeah.
like it isn't me not knowing what's gonna happen, standing in front of someone whose sole goal is to embarrass me in front of the world. I might choke. Like battling is nerve-wracking. Like,
Actually,
you know what I mean?
I would say the one thing is they were like more perfectionist than we were because they were so used to having like one shot.
Yeah, it's like
so,
one take.
I was curious about that. So like, the multiple takes, because they like get weird. Like, oh, we could do it again.
Well, yeah, I remember. There's a sequence where like I ended up seeing a bunch of different battlers, and I remember like the first one, like the first take. It was kind of rough, as takes are. That's just how it goes. It was kind of even rehearsal, and like some of them messed up, and they're like, I'm so sorry, and we're like, dude, we have like 8 takes for this. Like we can keep trying.
Yeah.
But we're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
It was good on that. All that shit we had to fucking learn, didn't you, bro?
Right?
Totally. Oh my god.
No, I was like talking about Al B like in the mix like prior, and like cause like I realized real quick, I'm like, fuck, I only had a few lines, just a quick cameo, but I'm like, I don't know how to deliver this, you know, like inflection wise. You know, when I write something, I know, you know, how and this isn't a battle, it's conversation. I'm like, damn, I don't. And I was like picking his brain, and he's like, nah, good, just, you know. But it's kind of the same thing where I was like stressing, like pacing, like, oh shit, like trying to go over with the source. I'm like, I don't know how. I'm like, I suck at acting. I'm never gonna. I'm like, this is terrible. And even afterwards, like we shot it a few times, and I'm like, it's not making the fucking movie. I'm like,
no, it's great. Terrible. It's great on camera.
I was like,
when
terrible.
You see it,
you're gonna and no one
wait until you see the movie tonight. The movie is playing at the goddamn Man Chinese Theater 3 tonight at 9:45.
Well, don't tell everyone though, because no one can come. It's
well,
sold out.
So y'all know.
Listen, if you
you're missing out on
this. You know y'all was there to support.
Just be thinking about us at 9:45 West Coast time tonight.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'll say I've never been a part of a movie where like I'm fighting to get tickets to my own movie.
Real shit.
I was just like,
today has been so stressful for me because I'm the one who has all the tickets, and like there are. Like, I've been bugging, like, I think the people running the festival are pissed at me because I've been bugging, like, every single person for tickets. So, I asked one person for tickets, they said no. I asked another person for tickets, they said no. Then I got a call from the first person, they're like, look, we really don't have any more tickets.
Like, I heard you're hitting up everybody.
Yeah, man. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
dude, that's
incredible. It's awesome.
That's amazing. You can get tickets to your own movie.
Yeah.
We did that. That's pretty cool. You did that, sir. You did that. Congratulations, sir.
Oh, let's go.
Congratulations.
You did it? You're in the movie as well?
Oh, yeah, you did
it.
Yes. All did it.
In there.
Did it.
Yeah. That shit, it's gonna, like when I was there, this scene was a dumbfounded scene. It's actually when him and
spoilers.
Yeah. It was him and someone else was battling. Yep. And like just watching that process was insane.
I'm fucking on these guys.
Watching that.
No.
But it was insane, kind of watching that. You know what I mean? Like, and because I was sitting there watching that whole shit.
Let's get back to this.
Like, she's an incredible. Yeah.
Rapping and start doing reggaeton, or stand on a corner holding a Bible, yelling Jesus through a megaphone. All you do is mention names that only battle nerds will understand. But I've been doing this since you were in your Thundercats underpants attending a Fresh Coast summer camp.
Man, Flex was horrible at the same time.
He's like, I'm just gonna let them
better dressed than you. You like to dye your hair electric blue and shake your ass during laser light shows to get in better moods. Y'all Asians soup up Hondas and drive them things, rolling in gigantic, non-violent gangs with big cars and big engines y'all try and slang to compensate for the size of your tiny wangs. Revving your engine to try my mood while I rock a sombrero and ride my mule. I'll jack you for your limelight, dude. I ain't heard a rapper rhyme like you since Tie My Shoe. Yo, a rap grader. My bad, you're too much of a fag skater to ever become a drag racer. This motherfucker don't want a chick who's too busy online talking shit through JavaScript. In library mode.
I never
you're
been
such
to
a
that
goddamn nerd, you write rhymes in binary code. I'm the rap game's Attila the Hun, killing the rap game's William Hung without the list for the love. You're not so street, spending most of your time in Redondo Beach selling gato meat. You shouldn't really step to me, especially when you're about as Jet Li as XT.
Yeah, I never heard Jet Li. That's what's up.
Dude, did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
I have never heard Bruce Lee before.
Stop trying to act hard, forget the crowd. He's trying to roar, but it's more of a gentle growl. You failed your citizenship test, pencils down. I see you at my last battle all up on Tantrum's cot. There's video proof because you all up in the camera shots. I see you trying to be a tough guy, dissing cats in the East Coast, but you can't do that looking like Franco's Latin cousin Francisco. Yo, hey. But today, don't worry about the East Coast, worry about East Los. I'm gonna drop you off in Boyle Heights because you live the spoiled life, Chico. Around here, you'll get blown to smithereens. You look like one of them 25-cent homies figurines. He's only in his teens. Look at his clothes, he's got guacamole on his jeans. Or it's all of that picante. Oh shit, it's Saturday, you're missing Sábado Gigante.
They would have badass bitches on there.
That was like your sexual awakening.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My mom walking, I'm like, I'm learning Spanish. I'm like, Sábado. The bad bitches on Sábado.
Also, Dumbfounded was rapping lines about me as I walked into the theater on Friday.
Oh right.
Because he was like, dude, you look like Conan O'Brien, and then just like started riffing after that.
No, sorry.
It's past your curfew. How long will you brag about how password served you? That is not something to be proud about, but it seems like you just love to shout it out. Looking like a Shermatic. You ain't even Hispanic, you're Hispanic. Someone throw a purse at him. And out of everyone who battle raps, you're the worst at it. How the fuck do you have lazy work habits? You're Spanish.
Deer hunter.
Deer hunter.
Alright, check it out. You're gonna lose to an essay. You've hated life ever since your sensei molested you in 10th grade. You see this fist needle dick? One swing will leave this bitch with a knowledge Medina lisp. I'm more than spit raw. How the fuck you gonna roll up on Crenshaw carrying satire rickshaw? Chewing on bird mice with facial hair full of sperm rice, germs, lice, and termites. Smelling like burning trash, looking like a dirty Jap fresh out of an internment camp. Who divide his time collecting swords, typing symbols on message boards, Tekken 4, and pedicures. I tell my dog not to talk to the stranger because he's the main reason why my chihuahua's in danger. Because every time I go to walk it at night, you stalk behind us with a wok and a knife. Looking for other Asian dudes to rave with you with facial pubes dressed like Sailor Moon, taking shrooms. What? Rocking pasty
That was like fresh. Like fresh out of the freestyler, like thesaurus popularized, rather than you're so-and-so on crack. You would rhyme so-and-so's name with an extra trait. You know what I mean? Suge Knight as a Butch Dyke. You know, Mekhi Phifer after sticking his face in 5 diapers.
I think the ultimate example was when he battled Franco, James Vanderbeek on 8 grams of tweets. That's what made every single person be like, okay, this is going to be the structure of every single line that everyone does
we
for
write
5
like
years.
It's successful.
And all those quotes were thesaurus, even the one you and me too. The Suge Knight. Mekhi Phifer was him, early stages.
Pubes dressed like Sailor Moon, taking shrooms. What? Rocking pasty panties. You're only a raving pansy to hide the fact you're an Asian tranny. I'm gonna leave your team beat hard till every fucking member of the swim team needs CPR. You joined a competition in DDR because you heard the grand prize was a free green card.
Yeah, okay, you need one too.
He bounced back, man.
There's an overtime. Like Dumbfounded's overtime is.
We need to see that.
Scroll down.
Oh, it's right here, right? Part 2?
Part 2, because that's the one I wanted to talk about.
If you got $5, you could get 9.96 inches of sandwich.
Chino's like non-conversational rebuttals are
so
fucking
they're
awesome,
amazing, man. Like he has so much stuff like that in the movie too, which is so good. Just like little things. Actually, there's this one thing. So when we're shooting, right, everyone's mic'd up to get the sound.
Yeah.
And so because I was like listening to the lines and looking at the script to just kind of like make sure everyone's on point, so I had a headset so I could hear what all the actors are saying. But when we were filming that final scene when Disaster has his last verse, there's
spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. This is not that much of a spoiler. There's a part where Disaster goes crazy.
Imagine that.
Whoa.
Is this in the movie or just in general?
So he's just like talking shit to everyone. but he stayed in character between takes, so he's just like continuing to talk shit to everyone, and just like not even to anyone, just like to the other actor standing beside him, but I can hear it because of the mic in the headphones. Dumb is just like, yo, this is the most complicated ISIS video I've ever seen. He just has like the best one-liner.
Yeah, I mean, that's like Jonathan's so good at roasting, man. He just like roast you all fucking day.
Yeah,
all his homies, you know?
Yeah.
That's his comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at the rap party, he was like, "Congrats, man! Finally, the nerdy white guy wins one."
That's hilarious.
You muted it, Greg.
Yeah, because of the ad, man. I was watching out for you.
Thank you.
Oh, and then muted it again.
God fucking damn it.
Overtime.
You guys ready? Word. Yo,
Whenever you're ready.
yo, check it. Check it. Yo, them lame Latin jokes don't help you in a lion's den. Ain't you seen what happened in 9DM? Bitch, try again. And though it ain't fucking relevant, if I had to choose, I'd rather be dumb and Mexican than ultra feminine. You need to stop rhyming, dude. I know you're a busy man with your dog eyes to stew and bonsais to prune. Yo. And every time he hears a dog bark in the street, his mouth waters at the thought of barbecued beef. With your messy hair, whiskers, stars in your teeth, you kind of look like a cat. You are what you eat. Shit. I don't know what you're rapping for. Shouldn't you be somewhere in Koreatown?
Okay, but why would you say barbecued beef and not barbecued meat? Because it's like you see a dog, but you're thinking about a cow. It's like I get it, but at the same time, you're not really eating the dog at that point,
Alex.
right?
All right.
It's like he made, you know.
Yeah.
You should have wrote this guy. They've been more competitive.
Ever doors with a dragon sword? He used to have a whore till I banged a raw. Now this faggot has to resort to manga porn. And after he couldn't find another girl he could bag, he put out a personal ad searching for fags. It read,
Pause. Shout out Alfie Giles.
Damn.
Alfie coming through.
Alfie, thank you, man.
You're
the man.
It's the sugar daddy.
Happy birthday to the god.
Ruin your day, sugar daddy.
Well, they gave $100.
Yeah, happy anniversary of existence to young Kyle Gray.
Wait, it's your birthday today?
Yeah,
oh, did we not tell you guys? It's
dude.
Hey, so
I'm
what's
happy you guys
so I think it's the perfect episode. Maybe talk, but like to address why you're avocado.
I've told this dumb story a million fucking
Okay,
times.
tell it.
Chip.
They don't. Yeah.
It's all right.
For real.
We got chips here. I'm ready to tell the story.
Damn, we got the chip.
Well, okay, I rapped a long time ago, and I feel like everybody eventually hates their rap names.
No way.
So,
Mine's terrible. That's actually why I'm retiring from battling. Like I
just
would
going to go
battle
by
again,
Twist
but
now?
I don't want to be Kid Twist anymore.
You're just gonna be Twist from now on.
I don't know, but that's
like
even
caustic.
stupider. I don't know. Caustic at least has 2 syllables. Like you can't just be Twist. Like,
Twist. Do you wish you used a real name like Alex?
I mean, Alex is definitely better than Kid Twist.
Yeah.
I feel like if I had started rapping in 2014, when that was like the trend, I would have just been Alex.
That's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, back in the day when you started, it would have been weird. Like this guy's name, Alex.
Was that your first rap name?
My Kid Twist, yeah. I
Kid
came up with
Twist?
that when I was 14. That's why it's so bad.
What is that?
It's a Jewish mobster. The origin of my name is I spent like a whole day on Wikipedia looking up mobster names, and then picked one that sounded cool.
Let's go.
That's a true
It was gonna be Sammy the Bull until I realized he was a snitch.
Yeah.
So I
No,
went with
Kid Twist was a snitch too. People have like used that to me in battles, and then I'm just like, I obviously don't care. Like I'm the least gangster person.
Right.
So
This
Mafia
snitch.
dude name was Kid Twist?
Kid Twist, yeah.
His name was Kid Twist, a Mafia dude.
Yep.
So if y'all didn't know why Twist's name is what's your Kid Twist. If y'all didn't know
that's funny. See, he just knows me as Twist. Yeah, I know that's my name.
If y'all didn't know that Kid Twist, how he got his name, he got it because he looked up in a Mafia book for all the mobsters. And one somebody's name was Kid Twist.
See, it's funny because it jumped out at me because I'm like, that does not sound like a mob dude. That sounds like some weird comedian, like what I'm trying to be.
Funny,
so, yeah.
But if you look at
he's from the mob.
I don't know why I didn't assume that it was a mob,
knew.
it had mob origin.
Kid Twist, Geechee Gotti.
and we show all this we show all this type of shit in the movie
to be
too.
determined.
Research.
Yeah.
Research.
Yo, Alex, you want to know ILLMAC's first rap name?
What's that?
You know for sure?
Yeah.
What?
GP.
Lil GP.
Lil GP.
Lil GP.
That's fine. That's
My
fine.
initials are Greg Poe, but whenever anyone, I was 11 when
Yeah.
I started rapping, and when anyone asked me what Lil GP stood for, I'd be like, Lil Gangsta Pimp. And then, real shit.
Okay, that
Lil-
makes it
real
bad.
shit.
That makes it
No, that ain't what made it bad. It was like getting roasted day in and day out. It was like, Lil Gay Pride, Lil Girl Power. Every day it was like the
You're like, damn,
homies
I
had
did not
new,
think about how
new
bad my
ones.
initials were.
And what the straw that broke the camel's back, worst thing, Lil Gay Pride, Lil Girl Power, all these things, was a song called me Lil Guinea Pig. I was like, all right, I'm done. I was like, I'm changing my name. And then had a million terrible other rap names before my last terrible rap name, ILLMAC.
Are you still trying to capitalize the L's in your name, by the way? Did you give up on that?
I gave up on that.
That was the worst.
Back when,
It's funny too
still
because
do it, and I get put. I'm like,
I've slowly been pushing his name to be more ILLMAC.
ILLMAC is just my name now. I actually changed it. My last project was ILLMAC, and but I'm not mad when Battle, when Battle Leagues put Illmaculate, because I'm almost like, I'm happy with a separation, but all my music is under ILLMAC since my
Caleb, what
last
his
year.
rap name would be.
Yeah.
If you was, what would you do?
I don't know.
The CW.
Nah, go by your real name.
I guess, yeah.
I couldn't go by
Caleb
my
Worthy's.
name.
That's a dope
Caleb
rap.
Worthy, especially for
Worthy's
2017.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Caleb
so-
Worthy was not mine.
That's what my parents named me that, though.
Two
Like,
porno.
rap name.
Jackie Long, 2 porno.
Yeah.
They're thinking
Yeah,
I
porno,
have
you're right.
porno.
Yeah.
I have to come with Smile. That's his name. That'll be my name, Smile.
Pretty good for you.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
I'll do that.
That's dope.
Because Jackie
That's
Long
super
would
You had
work.
Smiles and South Star though.
Yeah.
But you had to compete with Smiles and South Star.
Oh, somebody named Smiles?
The Asian dude and the black dude.
Yeah. Back
I'll
in the
be
day, they had
Smile.
one big single.
Yep.
Back
I'll
in
be
the
the
day.
battle rapper named Smile.
So
Not
wait,
Jackie Long.
What's Avocado?
Okay, so
You almost got out of it. You almost got out of it.
There's no cool story, man, which is why I hate telling it. I wish there was a cool story. I rapped. I was horrible rapping. I battled. And I fucking was terrible at battling. And I just chose the stupidest name I could think of, which was Avocado Breath. And that was my name.
Avocado
Did you
bread.
eat a lot of
Yeah.
avocados?
And I didn't even like avocados at the time. This is like when I lived in Colorado, like before I moved out here.
And that rhyme.
That right. Wow.
Avocado bread.
Yeah, and then when I started posting on rapmusic.com, sir. We all met. My screen name was Avocado, and that's why everybody calls me it. So,
It's a
did
pretty
y'all-
cool name. I'm down with it.
Yeah,
I love
it's a good
avocados.
To this day,
Avocado
when I
bread?
talk about shit in interviews, or like even like I was like YouTube, I'm like, yeah, my boy Avocado. They're like, wait. His name's Avocado.
The most,
And I'm like,
the most important thing for a rap name is that you can shorten it to something that sounds good. It's
Yeah,
like
mine was like
ILLMAC is
Avo.
good, Avo is good,
yeah.
Twist
Avo.
Twist sounds like a normal thing for people to call me. That's cool.
Yeah.
But like
Sma.
the guy who has a big the guy who has a big problem with that though is Thesaurus, right? Like I feel like that's why we all call him
Saurus.
Pete all the time
Yeah.
because like you can't shorten it that
You
well.
can short it just to Saurus. People do that, but
It's like you can't call Saurus from like across a room. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's exactly why I say Pete all the time.
Yeah.
So.
plus you want to act like you're cool.
Yeah, I want to act like
It's like people who call Drake Aubrey, like, I know his name, you know? You just want to be in on it, you know?
Korean dude resembling Pikachu, excited about meeting you. Hobbies include arming little dogs, waving glow sticks in artificial fog, boba tea, boning trees, the open sea, battle rap, abstract poetry. Long nights driving drunk, looking for guys to fuck, frying ducks and cyberpunk. I rock the spot to stop.
That's how I got the name Avocado.
I'm glad I could serve you mine. He got in an accident during his ride down to 5 South because he was looking at the rear view using a Sharpie to line out his eyebrows. Yo, I know you're not Mexican, but I would still use Mexican jokes. You're Ecuadorian. That's like comparing Pepsi to Coke.
That's crazy, dude. That is fucking crazy.
That's one of my favorite battle rap lines of all time.
Mine too.
But I'm still using
So there's a line. This is not that big of a spoiler, I guess. So there's this line in the movie where, so we have this character Che Corleone, That's a better rap name that I came up
right,
with.
That's dope.
That was second on your list.
Yeah.
Good twist. So you just resurrected it for the movie.
So there's this part in the movie where someone calls him Mexican. And then he has a reply, and he's like, "First off, I'm Ecuadorian, motherfuckers." So when I was writing that, I didn't like have in mind exactly what country I wanted this character to be from, but I thought of this. I'm like, well, that works.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite lines too.
Yeah.
I love
So it's like
line.
a reference.
Yeah, it's like an oblique reference to the
That's
Dumb
sick.
Down in battle.
That's real tight. And he's battling Dumb.
No, they never battle actually.
Oh,
yeah,
sick. That's tight though.
Dude, Madness goes crazy for this line.
Yo, but being honest, you're so whitewashed, you make me look like Cesar Chavez. Plus, I heard you got socked out by MC Goddess.
Shout out MC Goddess.
You are so bizarre. When you speak Spanish, you don't even roll your R's. Yo, between you and me, you should stop doing E and using tweak. Doesn't it look like Illusion Z can use some Z's? You should have seen him dick riding at the tantrum battle, because a lot of it didn't make the edits. You battled Lyra Flip and now me? You must have an Asian fetish. Yo, your mom dropped you off in Stockton because she didn't want to keep your ass. I know at least one rapper in every region in the U.S. that wants to beat your ass. I'm a nerdy motherfucker, but I can outstreet your ass. Oh my God, he didn't even want to come down to L.A. because he thought it was too ghetto. He's what the Latino community likes to call culero.
I was sick. You're speaking Korean at the end. I was tired.
I like the specificity of saying I know one rapper in every region of the U.S. wants to be. It's like not every state, you know. Let's not be ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm being realistic here. Probably, I believe him.
He sold it, man.
He definitely had a few in the Northwest.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Dumbtown is so fucking good, man.
Yeah, in this battle, it was 09 was when it came out, February, so it might even happened. No, it's probably happened earlier that year then, right?
Yeah.
This is when you would just drop the battles kind of consecutively.
Relatively close to when they happened,
yeah.
For sure. It's not like now where it drops like fucking 3 months after they happen.
Right, once a week.
Why is that? Why do you do that,
It's just,
why are you the one that determines that that's why that happens?
Well, guys, YouTube operates. No, it's just to stagger releases, like so they can have content all the time. I'm personally not like that. I like to drop content every fucking day. So
do it live.
Yeah, exactly. Like live content is the best. But yeah, I don't know. They just stagger releases. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was way different back then. Oh my God, dude. So different. And plus there was like no pay-per-views. So that was like the first time they would see this was like the YouTube release.
That's right. So it was more of a thing to get it out quickly because all the hype of the battle, you don't want it to die down. Now it's like you don't want to release it quickly because you want people to pay for the pay-per-view even after the fact so they can go back and watch the stream and everything.
No.
Yeah, word. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. Do you guys want to shout out anything you guys are working on? Any new projects, anything like that?
Ladies first, man. Let the ladies go first.
We got Do you remember though, like in almost every battle, someone would do that like really seriously back in the day.
No,
they really
say that?
Yeah, it's like because you do the coin flip and then be like, who do you want to go first? Obviously, you want the other guy to go first. So you got the advantage in doing rebuttals, but you try and make it seem hard. So you'd be like, ladies first.
Yeah.
It was always super hard like that too.
Age before beauty, bitch.
We ain't got shit to say, but go motherfucking support Body when the shit come out, and we working on other shit, but we ain't talking about that shit today. We talking about this. This shit all about next year. It's all about rap battle mode right now. Rap battle movement. Everything is rap battle. So all
where they follow you?
They gonna follow me on Jackie Long Instagram, Jackie Long Twitter, Actor Gang is Snapchat, and y'all can follow me with Alex and CALUM. I'll be following them all day. Yeah, it's true. And doing shit. So,
and thanks to the battle fans who've been so passionate about the movie.
Yeah,
I feel like that's amazing. Really giving us a lot of traction.
I hope that we make y'all happy. I really do.
And thanks people like you for being here.
Oh man, it's a blessing to be there, man. I can't wait to see this shit tonight.
Or you do it with CALUM?
I was like crowd during a battle, like and me and the source have a back and forth.
I ain't gonna spoil your shit.
Yeah.
You coming, you'll see yourself tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. Shout out to Joseph Kahn for making it all
happen. No, fuck Joseph Kahn. Shout out to Alex Twist and Joseph Kahn, because if it wasn't for this motherfucker, we wouldn't have an amazing movie that we think the world is gonna love and gonna see. And I swear to God, and I think for sure on Jesus Daddy, we got us a hitter.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
All the right people involved, man.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in.
See you guys.